the last time on the wilds of Valandiir, A2 Ember and their trek west for some nefarious purpose relating to Kale's patron have found themselves sort of intertwined in the matter of resolving a curse issue with Myriam, who contracted some affliction.
Hey, aren't I cursed or something?
Contracted some kind of affliction in their dealings with a rogue mistress of the Veil who was leading a band of goblins in the forest.
Probably not her. She's not wearing it.
You know what's the last thing I have written down?
Uh-oh.
Owlbear murder.
Yep. After coming across
I forgot about that.
I didn't. I wrote it down for that reason.
a happenstance encounter with an owlbear and her cubs.
Oh, also, because I'm remembering. Happy Veterans Day, Joe.
Oh,
yeah.
thank
Thank you
you.
for your service.
I meant to text you earlier.
That's okay.
I'm just writing down the date and remembering. I'm sorry.
You all had found through speaking to a rather eccentric gnome in the elven city of Lethedlian that the curse is shadow-based, and therefore the best course of action to cure it is to contact those that deal in shadow, namely a local supposed population of Drow. After tearing off into the woods and finding the location that you were told you should start searching, a arrow came through the forest and landed in Kale's shoulder, and the arrow itself was born of darkness, as it was a twisted, black, knotted wood arrow. And that is literally where we're going to pick up. The forest is dense. You cannot see where that shot came from, and that's where we're at. Kale, what's your hit points at right now?
My current health is 25.
Out of?
27.
Okay. Then you did take that damage.
Can I ask one question? Why do I have written down that I'm poisoned?
I don't know.
Should I just cross that out?
Yeah,
Am I
sure.
not poisoned?
I think you were. No, you were poisoned during the goblin fight. That
But
was
I think
a
I
while.
healed myself or something? I don't
Yeah,
know.
that was a
Or
while
it
ago.
wore off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure I'm
Yeah,
still poisoned.
poisoning for the most part does wear off. As long as it doesn't kill you.
Yeah, I think it's a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
It lasts.
You are not poisoned.
Sweet.
Not yet.
Do we have the status range?
We do.
Now that we're talking about status conditions.
Have we
Yep.
also
Oh, I
slept?
should
Because I have my elf HP as 25. Out of 32.
Very scarce.
I have a note that I'm not at full health, basically.
Did you get hurt in the cave with the babies?
Oh yeah. You guys. That was literally like that morning.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
you can keep that.
Yeah.
The HP. But
I was the only one who didn't go down at all, I think.
I have 31 hit points, which is my max right now.
I have 21.
So you have an arrow stuck in your shoulder, Kale. What would you like to do? Let's
Make it
start
just
with you,
damage it.
since you're the one that's affected.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no, I don't think I turned into a bear. I don't know.
Well, something tells me pulling it out's a bad idea, so I'm just going to leave it in.
Okay.
Why the hell would I pull it out? It's
Are-
always worse
Are
to
we in
pull
combat
out.
right now?
I just got shot.
That is a matter of perspective.
Okay.
You're in the woods. Okay, so you're in the dense forest, and just to the north of you, so just north that you can see through the woods, is a huge grove of dead trees, which is the landmark you guys were looking for when this arrow struck Kale in the shoulder.
Got it. Okay. I am now present. Okay.
Do I know which direction it came from?
I mean, it came from like roughly.
Straight from where your shoulders.
Yeah,
were.
your 11 o'clock, like just left to the directly in front of you, like it just
Okay.
went thump, like that.
Well, in that general direction, I will cast a firebolt.
Okay, firebolt. Go ahead and make your attack. And you're gonna make it a disadvantage.
At disadvantage.
You're firing blind.
Blind and injured into dense woods.
I only need one hand to cast a
Stop
spell.
making them kiss.
I'm making them fight.
Oh my guy. Alright, so at disadvantage.
I know, I feel like I should look for Mike Myers behind me.
That's what we were talking about. This
Out the window.
This is very John Carpenter music.
I had that
Sounds like
ringtone
a-
on my phone for a while, you know, when you
I
could
remember.
pick musical ringtones,
Uh-huh.
and I put it on
18.
my phone for Halloween. The kids got so freaked by it, they made me get rid of it.
18.
I don't remember that part.
18. So you hear your firebolt careen through the woods. You don't see it impact anything, and then like from what you'd expect, because you've thrown plenty of firebolts in your day, maybe 50 feet away, you hear this shh, and you hear, "That was a warning shot. Stay your weapons and state your business, or be slain, ye who tramples through the domain of the Histon."
We come seeking those that can help us remove a shadow curse.
You hear the breaking of twigs at ground level, sort of as far in front of you on either side as you can hear, and what you see is about 5 of these black leather clad with like spikes and silver trim and deep spider web patterns, kind of like as an emblem on the front, with just what looks like a silver opal, or sort of silver lined opal at the center of a spider's body in silver trim. You see a rather large drow step forward with this huge glaive of like twisted silver steel and like serrations all over it, crowned or surrounded by another 2 or 3 of these drow. The large drow kind of steps forward, and he gets about maybe 10 feet from you, to the point where you can all see all 5 of these individuals, and it's almost like 1 for 1, except for Morkek. He's standing with you guys. Don't forget Morkek's here. And but behind the large one, you see a more heavily decorated drow. They all have long white hair, very gray, hint of purple skin, and red eyes. Their hair is very long and close to the head. They have long pointed ears, very sharp chiseled features. And like I said, behind the large one, who is holding you at bay, you see another one he looks a little more heavily decorated. He's got a silver tiara with an opal in the center. And he's got kind of older features, slightly wrinkled crow's feet at the corners of the eyes.
What did you say the name? That name he said is sort of like your
The
name.
domain of the Histon, Hyystn.
N as in Nancy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna swear, because I mean my character's Valhalla anyway. But then I don't know, flirt with one of them, because why not? They sound cute.
Okay.
I like that logic.
Right. Well, and she really doesn't care and is also cursed.
What are you gonna say?
Oh God, I don't know.
Flirty things.
Flirty things.
DM.
Roll for flirting.
Wait, hold on.
Oh, we'll get there.
Hey. I mean, nice jewels. And also, like, Super, can you
I
help
don't think she
me?
needs this a double entendre.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Eyelashes and all. What is that?
That's 10.
I mean, she complimented their trolls.
I get +3 to persuasion.
13.
Yeah. Do I persuade some drow?
Okay, the one in front with the tiara, he just kind of gives you a very high eyebrow, gives you a real quick once over, and then looks at the rest of you and rests on Kale. Ah.
Yeah, I know I'm handsome. What's up?
You want in on some of this?
I see
You
now
know what you see a little try before you buy?
Immediate derail.
Listen, are you also flirting with the drow?
Yes.
I mean,
Actually, to be fair,
I
his
mean-
character is very charismatic.
a pirate's life is a lonely one.
Well,
It's true, I am very charismatic.
I don't
Yo
know.
ho, yo
One of
ho.
us was in the Navy.
All it takes is for me to say, ah, and you guys all have this picture of what's happening. I don't know if that speaks to my ability to DM or not.
We just know you.
Ah, I see now the depths of your insolence. Bold of you to travel with a sea-skin traitor. You feel a particular sting at the Drow's mention of the word sea-skin, S-E-A. To the rest of you, it seems an innocuous slur, but to Kale, it's an all-too-familiar slander. These Drow have skin of a deep purple or grayish lavender. They contrast starkly with yours, which has always resembled the blue of the ocean on a clear day. While some of you may find a poetic beauty in the term, Kale vaguely remembers the disdain behind it. The Drow pull their bowstrings a little tighter. Why are you here?
Hi, I'm cursed. Can you help?
That's
That's why.
We were told.
Hi.
We were told to see someone who deals in shadow curses.
Make a persuasion check.
No. That's no.
Who's making that?
Valkash.
Okay.
I have a +4 too, so that's a 5.
So the real big
It
one,
doesn't work that way.
the real big one
Let's go.
steps closer to you and swings his glaive from him to you. Do not play at my patience. You'll find it ill-suited for humor. That's enough. Peace, Sinta.
no one's being funny here. She really is cursed, and we were advised
are
that it was
telling
a
the
shadow
truth.
curse, and that those highfalutin elves didn't know how to do anything. They were rude. They were mean. So we decided to find somebody who maybe could help us.
But if you're not gonna help us, then fuck off.
Well, maybe they don't know how to help us.
Do forgive my lieutenant. He is very good at his job. I am Ethelai, first commander of the Underwatch, and I love a good joke. I find delight in all forms of levity. Take yourselves, for instance. Scouts tell us of beasts trampling in the dustwood. Yet all we find here is you. Imagine our surprise. So,
I wouldn't identify as a
do
beast,
tell
but
us
that's
why we should aid in your remedy, and be mindful of your answer. Sinta hasn't killed anyone yet today, and it makes them all itchy inside.
We have one of those too.
Perhaps a favor for a favor.
Quick,
We do deal
quid
in
pro quo.
trade.
Certain trades.
I'm gonna sleep my way to the top, so let's go.
He makes that joke quite a lot.
I love Dungeons and Dragons.
Guys, I just finished watching Fall of the House of Usher, so I'm like,
Oh, was it good?
I'm so jealous. I might have to try to. We might try to get me on the Netflix tonight.
Actually, get it on your phone using my Wi-Fi, and then cast it to your TV later.
I'm like, where's my phone?
We'll do it later.
We'll do
but-
it. So good.
So, a merry band of adventurers, trespassers in our territory, and we are supposed to, what? Help you remove a curse on a whim.
Oh no!
It's not a whim. Look at her.
Yes, she looks about ready to make the change. Why should we reverse that?
kind of change?
You don't meet too many Drow apart from traitorous seaskins, do you? And you feel
You shadow dwellers are all the same.
Oh yeah. Race
yes,
war.
distrustful of outsiders for good reason. So please thrill me with your reason for being here beyond pincushion status.
Didn't you say Drows were sailors?
No.
No.
No, I'm a
No,
sailor.
He's a sailor.
his type of drow are sailors, not this.
Not
kind.
these guys.
I will,
There's some
I
animosity.
will reiterate the offer of
There's
a
some
favor
animosity.
for a favor.
Evidently.
And what makes you think you are worthy of us needing your help on anything? What could you possibly offer us?
Been pretty successful
I
so
have
far.
put out quite a few offers already.
We could be a resource.
You
You
were-
don't have to spend your own men on a certain mission.
And what mission would that be?
Beasts in the area.
We're good at the garbage test.
This-
Yes,
I'm-
we were referring to you.
I was gonna say we've only just come here today. Were there any incidences in the past before we came in the area?
Oh, well, occasionally we'll find a deer or a bear, but they typically don't offer the same insolent feelings in ourselves as you would.
We've cleaned out beasts, we've cleaned out magical incursions. We still have some of those magical items that, I don't know, you may or may not be interested in.
I'm just cursed.
I think you look wonderful.
Well, thank you.
Yes, you'll look more wonderful in few days, I'm seeing.
What does that mean? I have no idea.
Well, you don't look...
Could you just...
For an overworlder like you, you probably don't want to continue looking this way. For us, we think you look wonderful.
Great. I mean, I could go live with some Drow and kick ass.
Oh, you won't be living very long, of course. We'll just festoon our chambers with your corpse.
Oh, that doesn't sound pretty.
Not to you. We simply love it.
Fun.
We should
Always
kill
like
them,
that.
Ethelai. This has gone on long enough. Yes, I'm growing bored. So, is this all you have for us, or shall we dispense with the pleasantries and get down to business?
Who's the main guy there?
His name, he's identified himself as Ethelai.
Ethelai?
Yeah.
And he's the old guy?
Older.
He's
guy
the
who
only one
died.
who's showing any kind of visible age.
He's got the crown.
He's got the crown, the
It's
leadership.
like a tiara, like a what's his name from
he's a
Lord of the Rings?
Hang on 1 second.
Arwen's father.
Do they call them tiaras on men?
Could be
It's a circlet.
Yeah.
I wish I had written
Yeah,
down
corn, that's a
how
good
much
word.
gold I have.
I wish I had also written down how much gold I had.
I will throw him 25 gold.
For what?
Yeah,
He
it
doesn't want
goes
gold.
it goes over his shoulder and lands behind him.
He doesn't want gold.
He doesn't even
wants-
give it a second's notice.
He doesn't
Why
care
don't you
about
tell
gold.
us what you want?
Yeah, what reason do you have to...
Deny
Deny
us
us.
help.
Well, you're outsiders, of course. Again, I don't think you've met many Drow in your
What
time.
is the worst garbage task you have that needs doing?
Well, we've been without decorative features in our chambers. Your corpses would look wonderful.
Alright.
That's
Alright.
not a garbage
Demented
task.
You know what, buddy? I'm sick of your bullshit. 1v1 me right now.
Hang on. Before we resort to violence, is there really nothing you could use extra hands for? Something you don't want to spend?
You want your curse cured?
Yes. Please.
This conversation is simply drooling.
I'm purring.
We could offer...
That's enough from you, whatever you are. You really want your
I
curse
wasn't
cured?
I do.
He's gonna cast silence on you. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Fuck my dice.
Just put it in jail.
Yes.
That's the second one he's put in jail.
That was another natural one.
Yeah, he's gonna cast it, and it's a 20-foot radius around you, so pretty much all of you are silent, except for, we'll say, this half.
Oh, good. I can still hear them.
So nothing you say can be heard. If you
Then I'm
really-
going to make a very obscene hand gesture at him.
If you really want your curse cured, you'd have to talk to the river lady. We don't deal with that ourselves. We farm that out.
Sure.
What do
Where
we
is
need for safe passage to her?
A couple of feet per person.
Okay.
Feet.
Strong legs. Might be a bit of a hike.
Is there any toll or fee or tax that you need?
I'm sure you'll find out once you get there.
Point us in the direction.
That way.
I take off that way.
You.
Good luck,
Useless.
all. Don't die.
Don't die.
As you pass through the trees, you see another drow, and another drow, and another drow.
I wink at all of them.
About 15 of them at this point.
Okay, maybe that's a lot of
So
winking.
I can't be heard straight up at all.
Well, now that you passed
only-
out the silence.
Only after you move out.
Okay. Why was that so hard?
They're drow. They're not. They don't play nice. They're like cats. They like.
So
to
they're
play
like cats?
They're like cats.
Yeah, they
Fuck
definitely,
those guys.
they definitely are like cats. Although elves are like cats too.
You see why I don't identify
Yeah.
as one?
Screw those guys.
All right.
And you've been
so
one hoity-toity elf. You've met them all.
everybody, go ahead and make a perception check for me.
That's a little better.
Oh, yeah, no, that's.
I perceive nothing.
Yeah, I also perceive nothing.
I got an 8.
18.
11.
Oh, it's 6.
What'd you get?
18.
18. Okay, Kale, you can hear rushing water about 100 feet through the forest.
Can't see shit close.
We got some rushing water. I think we're coming up on it pretty close, about 100 feet.
I wonder if she has any swords that she's dispensing lately.
It's not a lake.
It's a
Damn!
river.
We could have had a system of government finally.
Oh, that's right.
Did you guys see that thing where that girl found what was it, a 13th century broadsword in her local pond?
Oh my
and
God.
everyone's and this was in England, and everyone's like, "You guys realize that she's now the Queen of England?"
By your own rules. Well, no, there's unfortunately there's a lot of weapons in bodies of water. It
ponds.
used to be like a religious tradition that kind of carried over into the medieval period.
Yeah. But she found it in the pond. She didn't have some lady stick her arm out and say, "Here, take the sword," or she didn't pull it out of a stone. So
Yeah,
That's-
the lady in the lake sword is different from the sword in the
Yeah,
stone.
that's
Like,
they're
you know,
not.
yeah.
They're not the same.
The stone sword is not Excalibur.
No.
The stone sword has a different name.
It's he has two swords. Excalibur is like I think the sword of war, and then he has the sword of peace, which is I think the one he pulls from the stone, which is
Right.
the one that makes the king.
Right.
But she didn't pull a sword from a stone, so she's not
She's not king.
Not
ruler
the
that
Queen of
way.
England.
And the
Could do
lady,
the
there
same
was no
with
lady
metal
giving her
detector.
a sword from a lake, so she's not queen that
Be a lot
way.
harder.
Or just what do they call it? Magnifishing. I
Magnification.
found a sword.
Oh, my kids love magnet fishing. We did that in the Adirondacks this summer.
I follow a YouTube channel of these guys that magnet fish outside of an army base.
Oh,
They're
wow.
constantly finding tank rounds and grenades, and
Guns.
it's really kind of disturbing how much ammo they have found.
Live ammo?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna ask. Like,
I
these
mean,
things are
old,
live.
decrepit, but yeah, like
Dangerous
you
life.
ding that wrong, it could blow up. Probably won't, but you could. No.
Well, at least
I
if
would
you-
have trusted not
Yeah.
to.
I mean, they found a pineapple grenade without a pin in the water, and it didn't look that old. Just saying.
And that's why. you
Maybe
don't do
that's
that,
why it was
kids.
in the water.
That's frightening.
Yeah, it's creepy. Anyway, okay. With an 18, yeah, you hear rushing water, and you can see what looks like a clearing in the woods. And at this point, it's about late midday, 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon. You guys have been hiking for a while. About 100 feet in front of you.
Okay. 100 feet in front of us, there's a clearing. Approach it slowly. Check it out.
You first.
Okay. I go first.
Say, I ready my weapon.
I feel like we need more tongues than weapons.
Which weapon do you ready?
My crossbow.
Okay.
So we approach.
The clearing opens up, and you can hear rushing water. It's you're facing what looks like a 90-degree bend, and the water is rather fast. It's difficult to see how deep it is. You find yourself, and at this point, you guys can put yourself on this map if you wish. Yep, right where she's at. There is a.
I don't think we could recreate that if we tried.
No, can
Not
you
ever
please
again.
What?
I
Flicked her mini into my hand.
Here, can I try to do the same?
I mean, if this works.
I wasn't even trying to get
So
I was
close,
trying to get
man.
out
So
of the
close.
That was so close.
Turn me around, thank you.
I will make sure everyone's facing the right direction.
I mean, yeah, face me whatever direction you want.
Okay. You stand on top of a 10-foot tall elevated platform that depresses down into a wider base where the river lies beyond that, about 10 foot down further. Across the river, you see what looks like the opening of a cave.
Oh, over there.
There are several skeletons on the perimeter of this cave, and it looks like the cave doesn't go into the rock face. It looks like it goes down into darkness.
Sounds like she's super fun to talk to.
I'm sure. We're probably gonna die.
Or that's a bear cave, and she lives somewhere over in a nice house further down the river.
I mean, the skeletons aren't giving you any clue, though, right?
Does it look like animal or like I know the bones are probably a mix, but like does it look like it was like animal like scavenging bones, or if it looks like creepy people like placed there to deter people?
Are there
You can roll nature or perception because bones are in nature. You find bones every now and then.
Yeah,
Or you can roll medicine.
You said I could roll perception?
Perception, medicine, or nature?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
15.
You do see humanoid bones. You see broken bones, so it's difficult to tell what all of the corpses are, but there's only about maybe 5 or 6 sets of bones, like piles or corpses. But you guys are pretty far away, so it's hard to get a really good bead on what they individually are. But you do see humanoid skulls for sure.
No, I was assuming there was going to be humanoid. No, what I was asking was, do they look like they're just randomly scattered like by like an animal, like a scavenger, or do they look like they were like, I'm going to put these here to make my cave super creepy for if anybody comes?
or do they look like they
both.
fell there and that's it?
Yeah, it's both. There's like ribs sort of strewn about the place, and like fibs and tibs and skulls. There's also like a full, almost an entire skeleton with like stretched, dried skin over portions of the torso and things like that. So it's a little bit of a mismatch. There's sort of
Nothing
a little bit. There's no real organization, but there's also not like complete scattered chaos to these bones. So
Interesting. All right, well, do we think this is it, guys?
Probably approach the edge of the river.
okay.
Can I try to part the
If you want to,
like
I need you
like
to give.
Moses?
It's
Like
10
Moses?
feet. It's 10
Yeah.
feet down.
I want
So you got to jump down.
Yeah, it's 10
have
feet
to
down,
jump
so you're
off.
going to have to give me an acrobatics check.
You still have an arrow in your shoulder.
Yeah, by the way.
Hopefully you've broken it at this point, so it's not just sticking out.
It's
Yeah,
not
you
like
never did
going,
ask anybody to look
Yeah,
at
it's
that.
been about, you guys have been hiking about half an hour, so.
Not good. I got a 9.
9. You fall, and the arrow snaps. You're not doing too great, so you're going to take 1 point of falling damage
Okay.
and another 5 points of piercing damage as the arrow drives further into your shoulder.
Hey,
It's like
can I have a
just barely
heal?
poking out the other side.
Can I very carefully turn around, lower myself down the thing so that I don't drop that far?
You can give me a strength check.
I'm gonna get on top of more.
Descending 10 feet, you're not going to get out of it without a roll, sorry.
I'm getting on more.
Oh, that's actually pretty good. 18.
18, yeah, you skip down, no problem. There's actually a footing that he missed because he just like tripped and fell down.
And then I approach my friend Kale, and can I do a medicine check on his shoulder and kind
Absolutely.
of take care of that situation real quick?
I will hop on Morkek's shoulders.
Ah,
Morkek.
over 20.
Okay,
I'm
he can
also
do
gonna hop down.
he can do a strength or acrobatics. He can do a strength or acrobatics
21.
to get yourself down. Yeah, you
The medicine was like a 23.
you cartwheel down.
I will
I
do
mean-
strength.
The medicine was a 23.
23. Okay, it's not as serious as it looks. It looks like the you kind of like feel with your fingers around the wound, and the entry wound is not a long cut, so it doesn't seem like the arrowhead is like a broad head. It seems like it's more of a point. And you kind of like very slowly pull it out. You notice that he's not wincing terribly, so you're not pulling flesh out with it. And you pull it out, and it's not barbed. It's actually very, very pointy. It looks almost like a armor-piercing arrow more than a bleeding round.
Cool. Does anyone? No. So now, did we learn something about our stubbornness, or we're gonna ask for help sooner?
By the way, I
I think that's
jumped down with an at 20, so.
Oh yeah!
I got
All of a
that.
sudden, Fada does a double backflip 3-point landing.
I did a cartwheel. She does a double back. I love it.
Do you have any,
I got anything for me?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
I mean, Morkek takes a step down.
healing your way.
It's like a jumping
spell,
step.
like, do you have a cantrip that can heal?
We don't
Yeah.
have. There's no healing cantrips.
Well, that's bullshit.
It's super.
Well,
the only
no, it's not, because then you'd be able to heal all the time, and you'd never need to expend
right.
I can
anything.
spare dying, but yeah,
Here.
no.
Do you remember that necklace that I
this health
gave you
potion.
last campaign?
You're 1d4 plus 2.
Remember that necklace that I gave Tristran the last
Yeah.
campaign? That's pretty much a healing cantrip. That's about as cantrip as he gets.
I need another one of those. That was great. I love that thing.
Yeah, so you get 1d4 plus 2.
Hey,
He's
thanks
over
for-
here rolling a 20.
Thanks for the pot.
Is that a 1?
You get 3 points.
I'll take it.
How many are you down?
More than
5.
More than 3.
You're still down 5?
5
Well-
points. Still I'm maxed out yet.
Fine, take 1 more. Because I don't want to. You don't want to do it when it's 2, or else you might be wasting a healing pot.
Right. All right. Well, that's better.
What was it?
2.
Okay, yeah. So basically, you're one hit point down. It's not worth healing 1 hit point. And I saved our spell slots.
Thank you. All right. What now?
All right. Well, you're at the edge of the river. The water is moving at quite a clip. It seems like this portion of whatever river this is being fed from an elevated waterfall, perhaps, because this area of the waterway is quite fast.
Alright. So as we approach the cave, why don't we announce ourselves very politely this time and say that we're here to render services for a curse removal? Okay? Why don't we lead with that this time instead of...
I'm looking around to see if there is anywhere I can shoot a crossbow with a rope tied around it.
What you don't see are there's no trees that or an arrow with stick. It's just a lot of rock.
Wait, is the cave
Could get
across the
luck.
river?
Sorry.
Yeah, it's across the river. See, look, there's the cave.
Yeah, can
there's
you not
the
see
water.
that?
No,
Yeah, she
there's-
can't see. Move
there's
those
books.
books out of the way.
This looks like the
That
narrowest
makes more
part
sense
here.
now.
Is this part higher than this part,
No,
or is it
they're
even?
they're about even. Well, okay. So the
So how
other
many
side of the river
feet is
is a
this cliff?
sheer cliff. The other side of the river, you're facing a sheer
How
cliff.
tall of a sheer cliff? So how tall is this side? How tall is
Okay,
that ledge run?
the side with the bones, that area,
Yeah.
is in a depression. Okay.
Yeah, no, I get that, but I'm
Everything
saying, how
else
tall
is-
is this? How tall is that? How wide is
So
this?
you're about 10 feet up above the river
'Kay.
currently. You just left the platform about 10 feet above that.
Okay.
Across the river is a sheer cliff that rises up. Now, you guys were slowly descending
Yeah.
towards this area. It was just very gradual for you.
So it's 10
It's
feet
a sheer
down,
cliff above
10
you,
feet
maybe
down.
60 feet tall. And there's a platform of rock that's even with your level now, but that descends into a cave.
Well, why don't we announce
So-
ourselves before we cross?
Yeah, because we're not going to have
Okay.
much room to move when we get across there.
Let's all right. Hello, anybody over there? If you're the river spirit, we're just trying to help our friend remove a curse.
I think it was the river lady.
River lady, spirit, whatever, some shit.
She's alive, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. If there's
Why is
anybody-
Morkek on the ground?
Oh, the
He
table.
fell over when I...
Okay, so we've announced
Someone
ourselves.
pushed me over too.
Now the
He passed
question
out.
is,
That's why he's so
how do
quiet.
we get across this river? Because I can't part.
Did anybody respond to our call?
Oh, there's no response.
There's no response. Okay, I didn't think that there would be.
Just figured.
You have a rope on you?
Yeah.
Okay. Here is a plan.
Well, I think you already said. Well, there wasn't a tree or anything.
Yeah.
How wide's the river?
There are nooks and crannies in the rock face behind it.
How-
You could get lucky and lodge it.
How wide's the river and how fast is it?
The river is pretty wide. It's about 30 feet across. It's
Right.
pretty far. It's pretty
I
far.
assume these boxes are 5 feet, right?
Yes, each box is 5 feet, correct.
Can you turn into anything that's flying?
No,
that can
not at
carry
this
a
level.
rope?
Yeah, not yet. What's that?
Not till like
6?
8.
Can you
I can't.
swim?
I can't even swim yet.
Wait, but you're a bear.
I mean, yeah.
Bears can swim.
Bears can swim. And
Bears
this would be
can
nothing
swim.
for
Yeah,
a bear.
but a bear doesn't have a swim speed. I can't turn it.
I mean,
Okay.
that's true, but
I can't even turn into a
brown
frog.
bear? Brown bear?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean bears can swim.
I'm just gonna do a little research.
But
Don't mind me.
but my elf self can a bear swim better than I can as a person?
Yes.
You mean in real life?
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
in D&D.
Well, I would correlate.
Okay.
Oh,
Bears
hell yeah.
Swim
Don't
fast.
try to swim away from a brown bear. They chase salmon.
My only problem is that how am I going to get up the cliff on the other side with bear paws? How do we? Well, wait, hold on. Bears have claws.
They have claws.
Bears?
Bears
Well-
on trees.
Hold on. Wait, my bear doesn't.
Black bears do.
I have a
Brown
climb
bears can
speed
too.
of 30 as a brown bear. Fine. I will turn into a bear. I will take,
Climb speed of 30.
I will take the rope in my little mouth. I will walk up to the
Okay,
river.
give me a.
Swan dive. It's very elegant.
So
I
the
would
river.
suggest going up.
Yeah,
I'll be
upriver in the
over
hopes
there.
of like, you know.
It's going that way.
Yeah, so
So basically, go a little upriver so the current carries me to.
Okay, give me a strength saving throw as a bear, which would be a +4.
15.
15. Okay, you get a little further than you think. You're gonna end up at the upper right of that.
Up here?
Nope.
Up here.
Nope.
This guy?
Yeah, like even further.
That's fine, and then the current can just carry me down.
No.
no,
It carried you further than you wanted.
You went downstream. You passed
The
gate.
river is going like this. It's going
Well,
in this direction.
Is there an eddy here I can try to catch? Because it looks like there should be an eddy here.
Why? Because you want it to be?
Because
No, because that's how physics works.
Well, that's not how I designed the map, so no.
No,
There's no
literally.
eddy.
Build me a water table and tell me it doesn't make an eddy.
I mean, I'm with you. The
Look,
physics are
you
right.
don't get to magically turn into a bear and then elicit real life physics. I'm sorry.
You can't have it both
You
ways.
can't have it both ways.
Oh, but it makes you laugh.
You are over by that big bulge on the right.
All right, I'm swimming. Using my little bare feet.
Oh, you made it to the wall. It's just a sheer rock face up.
No, I know.
So you can
This side,
can
I'm-
you shimmy across the wall?
I leave for
Against the
30
curtain.
seconds and I hear slamming and screaming.
Yeah,
What is
great.
happening?
Trisha's mad she's not getting her way.
She's mad that
Trisha's
physics
throwing a
doesn't-
temper tantrum.
There should be an eddy here. He's trying to tell me there's not an eddy here.
I mean, we can play real life simulator if you want. We'll just screw all the magic.
Anyway, so yeah, no. So I was trying to swim back to get up that cliff.
Okay, give me another strength check. You can do athletics or acrobatics as a bear.
Oh, that's even worse. Well, no, the athletics would be better.
You
You want
want
my
to
hoodie?
hang on?
Yeah. So it's. Do I keep my proficiency?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Then it's 10.
That thing is nice and warm, but a little extreme.
10.
10.
Yep.
Unfortunately, you fall and you basically fall all the way back to where that it gets really, really narrow, and you catch yourself, but on the shore where they're at.
Try that.
Aw.
It's a little
Keep
lighter, but
pulling back up,
you know,
using the
it's
ropes in my
golf,
mouth.
so
Yeah, we'll say we'll say that you're able to get back on dry land, but you're on the wrong side of the river.
I go right up to Kale and dog shake on him.
it should arm length
This ain't
wise
a
it should
me
fit
thing.
you. It was
This
for my
is
6'3"
the wrong
father.
person.
So.
Do you have like mage hand or something that can like?
No.
Oh, well, that was nice. I'm like all of a sudden you have a gray windbreaker on or something.
Oh, is that one of Grandpa's?
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh, what's the date? What's the date? This is always the fun
Probably
game.
recently.
I
Honestly.
love to play.
How long ago did I lose this receipt?
May 30th of 21.
Nice. That's an old one.
But clearly we weren't using it.
So that failed. What would you like to do now? It was a good attempt. It just wasn't in the dice.
Literally.
Hey, you.
If that's not
Robot.
what
No,
Can you levitate across?
I cannot.
Do you have mage hand?
You sure?
Oh, yes, I can.
You can levitate?
Yeah.
You can levitate and you made me swim!
First of all, I was in the bathroom. And you did that after I left.
That's true.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, Dawkins went, what's going on?
He just came back away and he's like, oh, weird.
How does that work?
How does it work?
I don't.
Weren't you given instructions on that?
I did.
Oh, well,
I sent you the item card.
It is long buried in the chat. Then you'll have to.
And you didn't write it down?
Unless
All of a sudden, his magic item doesn't work for some strange reason.
This song?
Huh?
Sound
The
like it.
Exorcist?
It's very.
It's
John
called
Carpenter.
Tense Negotiations. I can change
It's
it
using
up.
the same chord progression as the song from The Exorcist that you're thinking of. It is a different song, but it is very similar. Welcome to music.
Music is really all the same 12 chord progressions anyway.
Well, and we have certain associations with
No.
certain chord progressions. So if you're going to make something like tense negotiations, you're going to use a very similarly tense chord progression.
I hate how YouTube
Here we go. I have it.
does that.
I can levitate 5 inches above the ground at will.
Well, that's a pretty
For how
useful
long
skill.
and how far?
Far. And can you, when you levitate, can you move?
And
It
is
just
it
says
round?
I can levitate up above the ground at will. That's all it says.
It
Well,
doesn't
that's
say
very
about
specific.
water, it doesn't say about
Nope.
moving.
That's not helpful.
I'd be worried. Although maybe you can try it on the edge. We can hold you.
Spell catch, why don't you?
Not.
Why don't you give it a go? Hey, I already gave it a go. Is what you hear, by the way. Just want to make that clear. Half the time when I'm talking right now,
How heavy are you?
You want to find out?
maybe more
Could
can
we
be thrown
throw
at you.
you?
Are you're a dragonborn? right?
I'm statistically a dragon.
Yeah, so he's got the weight of a dragonborn, which
What
is
about Lorcat?
Wait,
Isn't
aren't
he
you
huge?
small?
185 pounds.
I am small.
Me?
I mean, throw the rope.
No,
Throw the rope.
dude,
down
I'm
the
like
rope.
6'3".
Yeah, but you're a robot.
Well, if you can make it like halfway and levitate,
Yeah,
with
but
a rope around your foot,
I
we
can
could
only
swing
I can
the-
only levitate 5 inches above the ground.
Do we think Morket can throw her?
I mean, I'm happy to roll acrobatics. I got a 6 in acrobatics. I probably won't get hurt.
Just make sure you hold the rope and we can pull you back up.
Yeah, I mean.
I'm cursed. I'm gonna die
I'm
anyway.
thinking
Morket could try to
Morkek is offering to throw her. That is a very
And I-
Morkek thing to do.
I'm
It is.
amenable to being thrown.
Okay.
I'm not the dwarf, but it's okay.
Okay.
I'm not small, so.
I'm not really super small, but I'm also not big, so.
Hi. It's okay.
Morkek is going to try to throw her.
Okay.
And I'm gonna roll acrobatics to try to land while you throw me.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me a athletics check for Mr. Morkek.
Thanks, Cat.
What, he headbutt you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's very cute.
Acrobatics. you said?
And where specifically are you throwing her?
Into the rock, or like right here,
Okay.
right
It's
there.
like some feet.
You said acrobatics.
And then for you, I just need a dex save. That's all.
Oh, okay.
You are falling, technically.
Got it.
Did you say acrobatics?
I said athletics.
Okay. That's athletics is a 7.
7, you are wet. You go right in the water, and with a 15, you're able to just barely grasp the side of the rock face, but you slip about 20 feet to the right.
Shit.
So
So
if
I'm
you
like
could-
here.
Yeah. Nope. 20 feet.
Like
Keep going. Like
Here.
right there.
Oh fuck.
That's where you're at. But you've got a hand on the rock face. It's very slippy.
You still have the rope, right?
Yes.
Oh, we'll just pull her back with the rope. I turned back into an elf, by the way.
Okay.
Because I don't think it's behooving me to be a bear right now.
Where are you?
Right now, right there, unless they've actually pulled me.
yeah, that was
Where? Yeah, but where?
Did we?
Like here, like right.
Do you
Yeah,
think
put your character.
Do you think you can before we pull her back? Can she crawl along the rock face enough?
Can I attempt to Eldritch blast her?
No! No!
I don't agree to that.
Because what kind of damage does Eldritch
I love
blast?
that idea. Let's see what happens then. Force damage, right? That's all it is force.
I don't have to hit her. I just have to hit.
Yeah, but if you don't hit her, it won't push her. That sounds like a bad
okay
idea.
with it.
That sounds like a bad idea, don't you? He's way too excited.
Shall we deploy real physics to this?
I'm happy to try to get back there.
Okay, the current is very strong.
Okay.
So I need an athletics check. You need the strength of your fingies and of your arms.
Well, good luck.
Well, I thought I was pulling her. I thought we were pulling her back.
No.
Well, no, she's gonna try to get over there
She
first.
decided against it.
10.
10. Your arm or your finger immediately dislodges from, but you don't find yourself falling further down the river. You're actually stuck, and it's because something's got your foot.
Oh shit!
It's wrapped around your ankle, and you all see Myriam go under the surface.
Do you have the? Do we have a rope?
Can you take
You
her
have
off
the
the
rope, you could
Can you
try
take her
pulling
off the
it
map,
out.
please?
Yeah.
I'm now bait. I'm bait. I'm bait.
Shark bait. Wah.
I also am gonna try to
So
pull it.
suddenly, Eldritch blasted near her.
I love when Tyler's terrible idea becomes suddenly the best one.
No, it still would have been a bad idea because she would have had even less hit points.
Yeah. So start pulling her back in.
In the meantime, I have the rope in one hand, but I'm gonna try to pull a dagger out of my boot and I don't know, slash it. Whatever has my leg.
Whatever has your leg is straight down, and all of a sudden you crest the surface.
Oh,
of
okay.
And you all see her
I
now
just
now in the
bobbing.
now directly in front of the cave,
I'm bobbing.
about 5
Oh,
and she rises her neck, her torso. All of a sudden,
Wow, how's she so good at swimming?
almost totally out, and then all of a sudden your weight drops you, and you all see this black tentacle holding her by the ankle,
Oh,
followed by
well, that's the
another,
problem.
and
Now I'm upside
another,
down.
and another. There are 5.
so Ursula's in the water.
There are 5 tentacles.
Tentacly. Hold on.
Do I have 5 black characters?
It's tentacles.
I know.
Tentacly.
Welcome to English. It's not one language.
1,
Get
2,
over
3,
it.
4. Are you kidding me?
Tentacles.
Just want one more.
If octopi have 8
There we go.
legs, why are they called tentacles?
All right, put this and those 4 spread
Maybe
out.
testicles,
Oh, that's
but
really
yes.
appropriate.
Right, one right
Because
next to
tens
her,
doesn't
one right
mean
next to
10,
her,
it means.
and spread the other 5 a little more spread out.
It's like it's gonna be a bad day for Miriam.
Every day's been a bad
It's been a
day.
bad day for
Put
Myriam since
venom.
she met us.
A little further.
Yeah, it's kind of true.
No, that way more. Right
She
there.
got one
Sorry,
curse,
Myriam.
then she got another curse, and then
Now I'm dying with all these weird venom men.
And then, what else do I got?
so those are tentacles. right?
Okay. Right about here.
Did you remember your kit of things?
Yeah, I think they're in my storage unit, which is why I can't find them.
Okay.
But I will definitely go to my storage unit and find it and bring it for the next session because I really wanted to use them today. Right about, so you're like water level,
Oh, great. Okay.
upside down,
Yeah.
But our head's above the water, right?
and rising. It is
Okay, that's good.
rising behind you is a feminine torso. She has kind of elven features.
Oh, I bet this is the water lady.
She's got kind of little tiny black spikes that grow from her forehead. She has a kind of octopus-like eyes. She's these kind of hourglass-shaped pupils, and a mane of black tentacles for hair. She rises up out of the water. She has a pair of crab claws for hands, and she instantly darts her tentacles in everyone's direction, and she reaches all of you.
Does she speak?
You don't know that yet. You're upside down, be quiet. I need all 4 of you to make dexterity saving throws, and then you can roll initiative.
Ooh, I've had this drink
Oh,
before, though.
fine. Morkek got a 7. Valkash got.
This is your die. I don't.
So now you draw the line at flirting, now that it's hentai.
Ooh, she got good
10.
initiative.
Hey man, you gotta have a line somewhere.
That's right.
10 for my dex save. Because you said roll a dex and an initiative, right?
I just need your dex.
Okay.
I got a. Oh, sorry.
I got a 10.
I got a
He's
10.
frozen!
I got a 6 and a 7.
Okay, you're prone. You're prone. You're prone.
I got a 16.
Dex save.
10.
You're prone.
I got a 16.
16. She slashes at you with this tentacle, and mind you, it's not like an octopus, it's barbed. And she goes to slash at your feet, and she just barely misses as you jump out of the way, so you're fine. The rest of you are all prone. That's good.
Doing great.
So,
everybody.
25 to 20 on the initiative.
Oh, I didn't know this shit.
Well, because you said to wait.
Morkek got a 21.
Okay.
Am I initiative as well?
Yes. Yeah.
I'm like,
Definitely.
you know.
You're just grappled, that's all.
Great. I rolled a 4. So,
So did I. What's your dex?
3.
You win.
Okay.
7.
Trish?
8.
Okay.
Jeez.
So Morkek is going to go
I thought it was
first.
gonna-
I go
Rate
first.
by
and
12 is
last.
high. That's scary.
I rolled a 5.
12 was the highest. Ada. 10 to 5.
7.
7.
8.
8. Okay. Tessara. Kale. And then you're faster than him.
Myriam and
Myriam. And Valkesh. All right. Okay. There is currently a tentacle. Looks like it's snaking its way back to the river, but it's right next to Morkek, and he gets to go first.
Well, it's getting the provolone treatment.
Okay.
That is a 14 to hit.
14 does not hit.
Are you adding your
Yeah.
everything?
Is there anything else he wants to do
I don't know.
for a bonus action, maybe? As a barbarian.
Oh. I would like to rage.
Oh, okay. Are you gonna get mad now because I told you to? Sounds very teenager of you.
Well, he is playing a teenager.
It's true.
Never played a barbarian. I'm going to rage.
Okay.
Probably should have raged.
That does not add to your attack roll, unfortunately.
Nope.
All right, it is the river aberration's turn. She is going to make 4 strikes. One with two with her tentacles, and she's going to actually bring you closer to her, and you see her jaw split and elongate like a
Ew.
crab snake. She's going to bite you, and she's going to slap with her tentacles. You guys are prone, so she has advantage. You and you.
Great.
And she's going to.
I'm like the furthest away.
Yeah, but she can reach all of you.
Okay.
Yeah, she's got very long reach with these things. All right, that's going to be a bite against you. That's 22.
Oh,
Ow.
that's more than half my hit.
You
points.
take
No, it's 22 to
Oh,
hit.
just 22 to hit, but it's going to be 7 points of piercing damage.
great,
And I need you to make a con save.
great.
Theta, she hits you with a 12. Okay,
16 for my cons.
that's good. You're not poisoned.
Oh, fantastic. I'm just cursed.
Are we going to try to negotiate?
Tessara, that's
She
going to
hasn't
be
given us a
a.
chance.
Yeah, we're
It's going to be a 9.
disable her
It's going to be a
first.
19.
Yep.
Did you give me advantage? on
Everyone can take an action to speak. That's a part of your turn.
Well, yeah, once we get to our turns.
19 to hit?
Yeah.
Okay. That's 7 points of bludgeoning damage. And Valkesh. That, oof, man, she's rolling high. I'm glad I got that 4 out of the way. That's going to be a 19 to hit you as well.
Did you give me
You have the
5
same
damage?
roll.
I'm so sorry.
Dad, I play squishy characters. Anything above like a 12
9.
hits me.
Thank you.
9 piercing. Okay, that's good. Wow.
It doesn't count.
Literally.
Whatever it is, it doesn't count.
All right, fine. Oh, that's gonna be 4 points of bludgeoning against Valkesh. Okay, she's going to use her movement and dip below the depths. So Noah, if you could just briefly move her off the map. Yep. Okay. It is Fata's turn.
Well, so much for talking to her. She's under the water.
Mm-hmm.
First I'm gonna cast Bless. That's my action. So that'll go on. I get myself and
Oh, hey.
3 others.
Where is she?
I'm
Oh, I almost made it.
right there.
Physical, stunned, deafened, blessed.
Blessed.
3, right?
Me plus 3.
Oh.
So 4.
That's exactly how many rings I have. Rings everywhere!
So,
Man, these things are real handy.
yeah. And, no. There. Yeah.
I'm staying up.
Okay, and then my spirit weapon, I'm gonna get that
Are
going
you still
here.
prone?
Most everyone is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It just takes half your movement, that's it.
yeah, so
You're not grappled, she's grappled.
I might as well get up and then do my spirit
Yeah.
weapon. Can I do the both? Can I stand up and
Yeah, because it
use
just
my
uses half your movement, so you
It's
still have
just,
half
yeah,
your movement.
You can retro that. You can have him stand up, I don't care.
weapon? Okay, so
Want to play by the rules.
I'm gonna cast my spirit weapon on this talon.
Okay.
Nat 20.
Ooh. What are we using for her spirit weapon?
Where's my little teeny? Don't you have a teeny?
Oh, we usually
four-sided?
get a teeny
That's
D4
it.
from Jeff.
That
Oh,
works.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's got like the
I have
little,
his bag.
the
Got
little
a
bitty
tiny one.
ones.
Yeah, but this one will work if
They're
you
the
can't
itty
find it.
bitty
If you don't
ones.
want to dig it out.
I don't mind.
I should see if we can find
Tiny Mjolnir.
Ooh.
Why can I never remember? It's just
My kid played D&D this past weekend for the first time. Well, they played Pathfinder, but
It's
same
done.
difference.
It is.
This right here?
I think so. Yeah.
Fada.
And he got the cutest little.
Fada.
chickens.
Oh,
They have, like,
thank
little
you.
That one?
yeah.
My girlfriend would go nuts for those.
Like, can I steal them and
This
take
one.
them with me this
Okay.
weekend and play with them? He's like, no.
I'll take that back.
No.
I have that orange
rude.
thing. Thank you.
I birthed you.
Right?
Okay, and 9 damage to
What
the
did you-
tentacle. Nat 20.
So you double it and then add your modifier.
Okay.
Whatever
double-
you rolled, you double that and then add your. If there isn't a modifier to it, then you just double it.
So I'll get 18
Yeah.
plus modifier.
Plus my modifier is my.
I don't think you get a modifier for spiritual weapon.
Okay. Let's see.
I think it just says like
Force
1d8.
damage or spell casting ability modifier.
Okay, so double it and then add that.
That would be 18, 20. 18 plus 6 is 24.
18 damage or 18 to hit.
18 damage.
No,
Oh,
a nat 20 to hit.
Right.
9 damage doubled is 18, plus my modifier is 6.
Huge. Huge, huge, huge.
Huge record.
Kicking,
Okay.
kicking the butt at the top.
That is, just so you know, that's probably the most damage I've ever seen a spiritual weapon deal. And I've got players that are level 10 right now, just saying. That was a huge hit.
Talking
Well,
about
that's only because I got the nat 20. I usually don't do that well with it.
Okay. And what is it? What is your spiritual weapon?
It's a mace.
It's a mace? Yeah, your mace just like carves, it cuts like a hammer. Oh no, it's not dead.
No,
oh, damn it.
It's just cut in half.
It's just like there's this huge chunk.
Chunk out of it.
It's like leaking blue and white ichor all over the place.
Ew. Blue and white.
Slimy too.
gross.
And it stinks. It smells like fish.
Fish guts.
Is that end of your turn?
Finger.
Since I did my action and my bonus action and stood up, yeah.
Okay.
I feel like this is
Tisara.
a hard spiritual weapon.
It is your turn.
So I'm going. She's still under the water, right?
The witch
Yep.
lady.
The witch lady.
She's not really a witch. She's more of
She's a river lady.
a more of a river
We're calling her whatever we want.
octopus.
Can't tell me what I wanna call her.
Weirdo,
Funny.
dreadlock.
We gotta
buddy.
beat the ugly out of her.
It's gonna take all day.
I'm gonna cast Moonbeam
Eat your heart out, Ursula.
on the
Ursula's
circle where
cousin
she was
who's
like
related to
last
Medusa.
Where
above
she
the-
was?
Right?
Okay,
Yeah,
that's what
can you
I
put this
said.
directly behind
Is this a gorgon?
Spider-Man?
Spider-Man.
Okay.
So when a creature enters the spell's area for the first time, it is engulfed in ghostly flames that cause searing pain and must make a Constitution saving throw.
So that's if she comes up there,
But you can move it
Well,
60 feet under.
yeah.
Light penetrates into water.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
Not for this, it doesn't. The water is moving so fast that it's creating crests. You're not going to get light through it.
I question that.
Have you ever shined a flashlight? Have you ever shined a flashlight into stormy water?
Get some light through.
Fine. Can I do it on one of the tentacles then? If I
Absolutely.
okay, I'm doing it on a tentacle then.
You're on Venom's head. Okay. What do I need to roll? Con?
Yep.
That's it. Dang.
Natural 20.
Oh, come on.
He still takes half damage. Where
Said
is
he. The tentacles are not gendered. They're
So,
gender
actually-
neutral.
each
They go by
octopus
it.
tentacle has its own brain. Maybe this one identifies as a he.
Yeah.
It identifies as it.
So 4 divided in half is 2. He
2
takes
points of
2
Moonbeam.
damage.
Okay.
And then I think I
I've
can
had
do.
those days.
2 is better than
And then as a bonus
0.
action, I'm going to cast Shillelagh on my quarterstaff. So I have that ready as well.
Cool.
Yeah. Because that's a cantrip. Do I have to cast it every time?
No.
Wow.
No,
Okay.
no, no.
Moonbeam?
You
Oh yeah, no,
ba-
it lasts for a minute, but it's not concentration.
No, it's just you,
It doesn't-
you literally change the physical nature of your quarterstaff. It's
Okay.
like grows thorns or whatever.
It's just been a while since I used it, so in case I get it, I don't know, an opportunity attack or something.
Anything else? Movement?
I stood up.
Are you? Yeah, you're stood up.
Well, somebody stood me up. I didn't say I stood up, but I stood up.
Okay.
Did Peta stand up?
Yeah, she,
Kale, it is your turn.
Okay.
With Myriam on deck.
So the closest
Making
one
demands.
to me would be the gray one.
The one that is currently being assaulted by her spiritual weapon.
Correct. That's the one I will choose to attack.
Okay. It looks real rough right now. It's got a huge gouge out of it. Her thing like scattered half of it away.
well, you could cut it off.
Yeah, then
Unnatural
she gets
20.
less attacks.
That hits for sure.
And
It'll slow her down.
I love it. An unnatural 20. It's even.
Get her to come back up so we can at least talk to her.
do an Eldritch Blast. Come here. Ooh. That's 15 damage.
15 to that tentacle.
Yeah.
That tentacle shrivels, and you basically, what did you throw at it? An Eldritch Blast?
Eldritch Blast.
You just blast the top of it off,
Eldritch
and it just slips under the water.
Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Okay?
And I am going to then use up my sorcery points and cast Quicken Spell. That's 2. And I'm going to Scorching Ray. The next one in line, which would be the one closest to me.
Okay. Doink. And I believe you have to hit with all 3, right?
Yeah.
So just roll 3 attacks.
And I'm still blessed. Oh, that's a 20 on the first without bless. So
Natural
that's-
20?
That's a net 20.
Okay, just keep in mind that that one gets doubled.
Okay.
Hit her right in the face.
That's 18.
18 hits.
And that's a 17.
17 also hits. So
Hey.
all three hit.
One of them.
One of them gets doubled.
Okay.
Monster roll here. Monster damage. It was a monster mash.
Well, they're all monster damage because we're doing damage on monster.
That's right. Technically, you are. It's a monstrosity.
Oh yeah, this didn't feel like a normal
I'm adding my spell
creature.
attack bonus to damage.
Yes, sir.
So
Never encountered
Enjoy that. That's
scary
ending soon.
octopus
Yeah, I know.
ladies on your weekly strolls.
4 plus 5. Double. 18
18.
damage
Uh-huh.
off the first one.
Okay.
That's
damn.
with the nat 20 double.
That's huge on one Scorching Ray. Just saying.
10 off the second.
For 28.
I'd be like,
Ooh. Oh shit, Joe, you're in for some rough times right here.
Am I?
Is
That's
he?
17 damage off the third ray.
So that's a total of 40. What was it? It was 28, right?
It was 28 for the first
And
two.
17.
And then 17.
So that's
40 for 5.
40. Okay, yeah. You burn this thing and it like burnt plastic in the microwave. It goes shrivels and slips
Damn.
beneath the depths.
Nice.
45 points of damage.
That's huge.
Get Scorching Ray.
Yeah, get
You
Scorching
have-
Ray.
You have that ability.
Get Scorching
You
Ray
can
and
get
then
that
roll an
ability.
at 20 on one of them.
You're a
Okay.
mage.
I am going to try to get out of my grapple. That's an acrobatics check. right?
Okay, it is. It's a strength check. Strength check.
Sorry.
Are you gonna move at all, Caleb? You gonna move around, or are you done?
Am I within range where I am and not in any danger?
Well, you're actually not on a square.
Oh yeah, I am. I'm right here.
Yeah, but you're not on a. You're like in between four.
So, as long as I can hit him.
I'm just saying, where do you exactly?
Doink. There.
Okay.
Sure, that's fine.
Okay.
How dare you stand upon a crest of two spaces?
How dare you.
There's no eddies in the river, and you must stand perfectly within a 5-foot square in this world.
I mean, we have to use rules in some regard.
You have to snap into place.
Yes. Go ahead and make
Strength
a athletics check to get out of it.
He was misaligned.
God fucking damn it, 11. It's not gonna do it.
You try to unwind the tentacle around you, and it just holds tighter.
Okay, I get a bonus action. Can I
I
try
mean, do you
again?
really want her to let you go right now? Because right now you're going in the river.
So what I want to do is climb on top of the tentacle. I'm a rogue. Like, I got some decent acrobatics. I feel like I can do it.
So your action is used to do
Feel like
that.
I can
Your
do
bonus action is for other stuff.
Other stuff? Okay. Well, then I guess I'm just gonna hang here.
Okay. You
I'm
want?
hanging out.
All right. You're hanging out. Valkesh, you're up.
I'm going to try to. First of all, I'm going to stand up.
All right.
And then I'm going to try and break free.
It's not grappling you. It just
Oh.
knocked you down.
I see.
You're not special like that.
In that case,
Just me.
Didn't want to hold you.
perfect. I'm gonna Ray of Frost. Which one's grabbing her?
The Spider-Man.
This one?
Yeah.
Can I reasonably hit that without hitting her?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Ray of Frost on her.
Because she's like 5 feet in the air, upside down.
I'm gonna
and it's
cast-
like this big around.
I'm gonna cast Ray of Frost on it.
Okay.
That's a 23 to hit.
That hits.
D8 cold damage. That's 8 points of cold damage.
Okay.
And then let's see what can I do with my bonus action. Jack shit.
I just need to be clear about something. I'm still holding the rope, correct? I haven't dropped it.
You're technically
Okay.
holding rope.
Got it. Just
Who's holding the other end of it?
wanted to make
Okay.
sure.
Or he was.
He was? Is he still?
Imagine.
Okay.
Let
I
us
mean,
hope.
you're controlling him right now. I leave it in your hands.
His thing is one-handed, right? His weapon?
no,
I
wait.
used cheddar.
I mean, I guess you can't
His
hold a rope
great,
and
his
a...
great
Or,
axe
or
is
not
two-handed.
cheddar. Provolone.
I mean, you can hold a rope and a hand.
Oh, it's a hand axe? Then
Yeah.
yeah, why not?
Provolone's a hand axe.
Okay.
Just remember your Morkek's holding a rope.
Speaking of Morkek,
Is it my turn? Alright.
Can you try to pull me?
I will do that.
Alright?
And because I'm raging, I get advantage on strength.
I need you both to make athletics checks. Actually, you need to make a strength check. Strength saving throw. You need to make an athletics check.
Would I get advantage on that?
Why would you get
Because I'm
advantage?
raging.
Oh.
Yeah.
If it affects strength?
It does.
strength
You get
checks?
advantage on
Absolutely.
strength
Advantage
checks.
on strength checks.
Absolutely.
And you're blessed.
Alright.
Remember, roll a d4 for
So
bless.
you're going to see if you can pull her. You're going to see if you can hold on.
Okay.
Alright. Athletics.
Yeah.
Remember d4.
Alright, so that's.
He's not blessed.
Hey,
Oh, no,
It's not.
not more.
No,
Everybody
that's
but
a
him.
raging ring.
Fuck. 13.
13?
9.
9. She lets go. You pull the rope. It was a really good idea. It was a really good try. The rope is very wet, and you're kind of agitated.
And I'm agitated.
That was a
and
good
you're upside
try.
down.
Yeah.
Well, shit.
That's your action.
I just want you to know I'm not making it easy for this tentacle to kill me.
It's fine. Go down swinging.
Yeah. Or thrashing, whatever it is I can do.
Hey, if you drown to death, you won't be cursed anymore.
I mean, it's
it'll work.
true. They should save me long enough until like I turn into whatever this thing is they say I'm going to turn into, which we don't really know anything about.
No, because you're just gonna die then.
Well, then I'm gonna kick the grass to stay raging. Because I gotta attack something.
No,
flowers.
you can, as long as you swing at something.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna kick
Yeah.
the grass.
Well,
to
the
stay
other,
raging.
also, by the way, to stay raging, you just need to have something swing at you also within a round, which probably will happen.
Okay?
Can't do jack shit.
It is the monster's turn. She's going to rise up out of the water, right up next to Morkek.
Ah, fuck.
Well, at least you'll be raging.
She's going to bite at you with this huge, double-jointed, split-bottom jaw, predator-like
Creepy.
Fuck all that.
and she's going to try to bite you really, really hard.
Poke her in the teeth. Show
She
her
wants,
Or
to
his
give,
eyes.
she wants
Ooh,
to give you a
that's
kiss.
23.
She wants to kiss the bugbear.
23. Does that hit?
That's
That's going to be 8 points of piercing damage. I need Morkek to make a con save, please. Con save, please. And then with...
Oh, you're poisoned now too.
Does rage do anything to poisoning?
I don't think so.
No, but he takes half damage for.
Everything.
Yeah, everything except psychic.
Psychic.
Okay, so 4.
It's a nice try.
That was pretty close.
Yeah, I don't think rage makes you resistant to poison. I think you still get poisoned. You just, it doesn't hurt as bad.
You get resistance to all physical.
Well, it doesn't
damage.
hurt him. He's just, you now have disadvantage on all melee attacks, that's all.
That's good.
It's not poison damage, it's just poison condition. Okay, she only has 2 tentacles that she can use to attack. One of them, she's going to just, like, she's holding you with one, she's going to slap you in the face with the other. Exactly.
How rude.
That's pretty good. That's a 17.
Oh, good. I just hit my arm on it. You
I
know.
was trying to angle it.
That's a 17 to hit you.
Great. Yeah, that hits.
And the other one, she is going to reach through and she's going to hit Valkesh with it. That's not that great. That's a 13.
That still hits.
Does it really?
Do you have a shield?
Are you incorporating the +1 to the IC for that mantle?
Yeah, my AC is 12.
With it?
Yes.
Do you not have like armor of Agathis or like any type of?
alright.
I have shield, which
Cast it.
yeah, now that I think about it.
Okay, so that's what is that, second level?
Boink!
Or first level?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it glances off. You guys all see this white sparks surround Valkesh briefly as his tentacle slaps him in the face.
Probably just
You,
right
however,
there. Shield.
are
Stop getting so
taking
mad when you get hurt. And think
5
about
points
it.
of bludgeoning damage.
Great.
that's going to end her turn. She's not going to descend. She likes being in front of Mount Morkak. It's tasty. Fada, you're up.
Tasty, the big bugbear.
The big stinky bugbear.
He's well seasoned.
So I'm gonna try first to. Can I do two things at the same time? Can I move my spirit weapon behind her
Yes.
while I'm saying to her, "We are here
Yeah.
to ask for the River Lady's help"?
Okay. You can move it and then make a persuasion check.
Okay, I'm not very persuasive, but at least I'm gonna try.
Good luck.
11.
11. She doesn't seem to respond to what you're saying. She doesn't even look in your direction.
Okay.
Rude.
Okay, so
We've established, however, that this cranky lady is pretty rude.
yeah, all I did was move it.
Rude.
So I'm. Is that? Can I still use my spirit weapon? Because I just.
Oh yeah,
moved it?
yeah.
Yeah, when you
that's
move it, you
part
can
of
repeat the
your.
attack.
That's
Okay,
part of your
yeah.
bonus action.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Spiritual weapon.
Have you seen,
What you
And
said
I
is
got a nat 1.
Oh,
I whipped it. Good
them's
job.
the shakes.
have you seen Seven Deadly Sins?
The anime?
Yeah.
I have.
Alright, I imagine, was it Provolone being like Divine Axe Rita?
Yeah.
Wait,
Provolone
was
the hand
axes
axe?
are named after
Yeah.
cheese?
Yep. Yeah, except for Bloodletter.
Oh yeah, it's been going
But-
on for several episodes.
But there's
I guess I
cheddar.
missed that.
There's cheddar and provolone.
Okay.
which I think he called his original Great Axe mac and cheese, which is the best name for
Mac and
axe
cheese.
anywhere. Okay,
Next weapon he's getting is gonna be port wine.
sorry, you're up
Or
next.
mozzarella.
All right.
You figure out what you want to do. I'm gonna hit the head real quick.
Okay, now I got time to think.
Game must come to a halt.
Let's see if I can get him out here.
Everybody freeze!
Freeze frame.
No, this is not fun yet.
I
Arm
only
very
did for
quickly
fun.
got tired.
4 seconds.
Now he's checking out your dad.
My therapist this week was giving me that example of like how if you're holding a glass, like even if it doesn't seem very full, if you have to hold on to it for a long time, that arm still gets tired. You still like it's still a burden, even if it seems or feels like a small burden. That's what my ADHD brain is learning. Don't take on too many things at the same time.
It's important
Yes, well I'm
and very difficult.
46 years old. It seems like
I
I
was
should know
imagining
this.
holding a
The
very
other
full
problem
glass
is
of water.
if you get so
Exactly.
used to taking too many things on to try and prove yourself that you could do these things, then it's expected for it to
That's
be
right.
all the time, and you can't do it.
That's right.
And as women, honestly, half the time it's just like, well, screw it, I'll just do it.
Alright, hello, welcome back, DM.
I'm back.
We're just bitching about like
Group therapy.
It's okay.
So,
cat food.
well, Moonbeam's already on that guy, and he hasn't moved, so that's cool.
Oh, hey, wait.
Yeah.
It was her turn.
Yeah.
It's on the tentacle. That needs. She
Con
needs to take.
save.
Yeah, she's a con save. Sorry about that.
Thank you.
And a natural 1. That's what I get for not doing it. Not rolling.
Ooh, 13.
13 points. Okay. It's taken significant damage from the moonbeam for sure.
Cool. Are any of the tentacles like over land that I can swing at them? Or?
No, they're all currently doing this
All
in
right.
the water. And whenever they make a strike, they go like this. They go whoosh, like that.
They're doing their
Fine.
tentacle days.
They're
New
doing a Will
plan.
Smith. Back and forth.
I walk up to right behind Morkek, and I touch his back, and I cast Lecture Restoration, and I take off the poison.
Yay!
Good deal. All right, you put that back.
Thanks.
He is no longer poisoned.
Cool.
Cool. Good job.
Nice job, Drew.
All right. Movement. You already moved. Movement more.
So that's an
You could do like
action. I'm just trying to see what. This whole struggles.
What a druid can do for a bonus action.
If moving is an action or a bonus action. I think it's an action. Worst comes to worst, it can stay on that guy.
This is called Ancient Construct Fight. I like it. It works.
It reminds me of the beginning of Tongue's Deep.
A little bit.
Yeah, it's an action to move it, so I'll just leave it on that guy.
Okay.
Unless the restoration was an action.
All right.
Yep. Okay,
This
I'm
thing is going to use a legendary action and fling Myriam.
Oh, fling's not good.
It has legendary actions.
It's actually, you know what? It's just going to toss her upriver.
Oh, it's bored with me.
So it's gonna, it's gonna
Upriver?
fling you, or downriver. Sorry. Yeah. All right.
Never mind.
You're gonna land there. I need you to make a strength saving throw to see if you can maintain swim.
No. Please don't kill me.
Whew, that's
We
really
bought
good.
apps and
22.
everything.
All right, 22. Which shore do you want to swim to? Because you made it.
Yay!
At this point, I want to go back to my friends.
Okay. Oh, she's just grasping on. That's all. So for your action, you can use one hand to shoot, or you can use your action to climb.
I'm gonna use my action to climb.
Okay.
I really want out of the water.
She made it. We'll get to her. You're right next to Kale.
Yay!
All of a sudden, there's a small road right in front of your face.
Yes, well,
Very wet, by the
I'm
way.
probably actually gonna just collapse for a minute.
Glad to see you still alive.
All right.
Yeah, me too.
Kale, it is your turn.
Okay. Her face is right there.
She's
Not
she's in front of you.
no.
The girl thing.
So her torso is even with Morkek, and she just has a mass of tentacles
Trish,
that
see if you can get him over
for
the
legs, for lack of a better word. Black leathery body.
Right here by
But I could actually see.
She's in front of Morkek right now.
Okay, bonus action. Hexblade's curse.
Okay. We can give her one of these two.
Nice, not coming.
Good.
It's not moving.
Do you have to maintain eye contact?
No.
Okay.
I think you
I'm not gonna hexblade curse some tentacle.
No. I'm saying if she goes away, you can't see her anymore.
Does it go?
But I don't think it
No,
works like
no,
that.
I don't think it works.
No, she is
She's cursed.
cursed.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and I'm gonna scorching ray her.
Okay.
Please don't kill her. I really need her to release my curse.
I told you what I was gonna do. I'm gonna knock the ugly off of her,
Okay.
and that'll probably purify her. That's a with the bless. It's a
You know, just because she has tentacles doesn't mean she's ugly.
25
we
to
haven't
hit.
had Joe
That
describe
hits.
her face.
With
so
the-
people
Yes,
don't
we
know.
have.
You did.
Okay.
because this is a scorching ray.
Like, just because her
She
jaw
looks like a
splits in
cross
half.
Just because her
Ursula
jaw
and
splits in half, she's
Medusa.
got octopus eyes.
And spikes out of her head.
Doesn't mean she's not worthy of love.
Is that a-
She's a Gorgon. She's not worthy of love. She just has to have
That's
her
what they
head
said
cut.
about Medusa, Debbie.
It's true. Oh God, please not Debbie.
Oh, sorry.
Not Debbie, okay, not.
I got a 15
Dead
on the
or
second
Deborah?
and a 19.
15 does not hit.
Okay, so
19 does.
19.
So 2 hit.
Okay. Kind of sucks, but it is what it is.
Hey,
Does anybody still ever try to call you
you
Patty?
did fine last round.
I honestly, like, it's not even like I don't respond because I don't want to respond to it. I actually don't associate with that name so much that I don't respond, and people are like,
To what?
Patty.
Oh, yeah, that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
I haven't called you that
What?
since you told me please not to.
No, like just even like other random people out in the wild because people see Patricia on a badge and like one time someone tried to call me Pat and I was like,
No.
A 9 damage off the first,
Okay.
Pat. I'm like, nah, you should go by Trisha.
and 14 off the second.
Wow.
When I brought her
Okay.
home from the hospital, her aunt came over to visit. She
Um,
goes, "Oh, how's our little Patty Ann?" And I'm like, "Trisha's fine."
And thus it was deemed
Myriam,
by my mother.
you are on the shore. It is your turn.
Can I just move up to her?
Go ahead.
Poke her in the teeth.
No, I'm not gonna poke her.
A little closer. You're 10 feet away. There you go.
Do you want to be in biting range?
Please.
Oh.
She's hoping the bite will uncurse her.
Okay. I really just want to talk to her without her running away. Just once. If that doesn't work, then I have a sword and I'm gonna stab her, but I'm gonna try to talk to her first because I'm not a murder hobo.
That's why I'm going for the tentacles. She doesn't need tentacles to talk.
Anyway.
Still.
Unless she talks with her tentacles, you don't know.
You don't know.
Like flaps
When
them
she-
in Morse code.
When she talks, maybe she can curse us all, so stab her in the teeth.
Anyway, so I'm gonna try to talk to her and say, listen, please, just don't curse me.
Make a persuasion check.
I think.
No. Well, maybe. I don't know. It's 13.
She kind of like you see her. She's got 2 crab claw arms, which she hasn't used yet, and she just kind of backs up like 3 feet, not quite out of melee range. She just looks at you and she whispers and hisses something. Does anybody speak not undercommon? Does anybody speak abyssal?
No. Fuck no.
I almost took business. I didn't.
She hisses something. It's not a pleasant sound.
Great. Then
And her facial expression is that of mild confusion and aggravation.
Great. So I'm gonna pull the sword out and I'm gonna hit her. And I'm not gonna actually hit her, but I'm gonna try to hit her. But it's a 7.
Okay.
So it's not really hitting me.
So we'll say that, I mean, you're right up next to her, so it's really hard to miss her. So you kind of stab at her, and she kind of grabs your blade with her crab claw and just flings it, not out of your hand, but away.
Great. Okay.
And you hear her,
Yeah, well, I don't like her, so whatever.
Valkesh, you're next.
Have we tried offering her anything?
How about fucking witch bolt?
Doesn't seem
Witch
to be
bolt.
interested in any.
So which bolt?
I
Well,
don't
have we
actually.
tried? I don't think we've
Which
tried.
bolt?
I don't think she can actually help
Are
me.
you doing
Throw out
guiding bolt?
elderberries?
Are you doing firebolt? Which bolt?
Yeah, we have like silver and jewels and magical
Yeah,
items.
I don't think she can actually help me. I think the Drows are fucking with us, trying to get us killed, and I don't think she can actually help me.
That was my second thought.
Telling you,
does
we
hit.
beat the ugly out of her, and maybe.
Maybe. Or maybe there's something.
But it's Morkek's turn, top of the round.
More kick.
And maybe this is the.
He's right next
maybe
to
this
her.
is
She's
the
still in
obstacle
melee
we have to
range, right?
overcome to get
yes.
to this.
All right.
Plus he has reach, so.
More kick's gonna pull out a bloodlet and be like, "You gotta buy me dinner first, babes." 15 plus. That's a dirty 20.
That hits.
That's D12 plus 3. That's 14.
That's cool.
14 points of damage.
All right.
That's super cool.
She's not looking too good, folks. She's starting to show some real
I like it
signs
too
of
good.
wear.
Pew, pew.
Nikki's dad does digital art. A friend of mine's dad drew that.
Ooh, that looks like someone we know, doesn't it?
It does?
Yeah,
Mason?
it looks like Baylock.
Oh,
Oh wow.
I was thinking.
It looks like the disturbed demon.
His name is the guy.
He looks like the guy. Super ripped.
I only know that because I'm a huge metalhead.
Okay, is that all for Morkek?
I think that's really all I can do. Yep.
Okay. She is going to make 2 strikes, one at Myriam, one at Morkek with her crabby claws.
I'm just trying to.
I feel like all her claws are crabby now. I don't think she's gonna use.
Yeah, the one at Morkek, that's a dirty 20. And the one at Myriam is higher. That's
Oh,
22.
I mean, yeah, it hits.
All right. Morkek, you're going to take 9 points, which is reduced to 4 because it's
How awkward if we kill Jack's character.
slashing?
Yeah.
Crab claw damage?
We'll call it slashing.
He takes half, so he takes 4. Myriam, you're going to take 7 points
Great.
of crab claw damage.
Great.
We'll call it slashing.
Like pinch cutting. Like you're getting pinched and cut at the same time. She is then going to
Piercing?
move her tentacle that's got Moonbeam on it underwater.
Rude.
Yeah, and then
Oh,
the
wait.
other 2 are going to strike.
But at the start of her turn, she takes the damage.
Yes, she does.
Okay.
And she did not do very well. She got a 11.
I have a 13 for
Yeah,
spell
I was
save
gonna
DC.
say it's got to be better than that.
5.
5 points.
Chipping it
To
away.
La Tentacle. Alright. That tentacle sizzled as it disappeared. It looked alive when it did, but it's not looking good. Those other 2 tentacles, the one that had her and the one that is completely untouched, are going to snap out at, we're going to say, one's at Tessara, doesn't like the moonbeam. The other one is going to go for Kale.
Uh-oh.
The one for Tessara is not great. That's only an 11.
Misses.
One for Kale, these are my new galaxy dice, is a natural 20! Ha! Take that, Mr. Scorching Ray.
Shield.
It's
You can-
25.
Yeah, can you shield it so it's not a natural 20 though?
Huh? Shield what?
Like if you cast shield on a
and I
natural
have
20,
bless.
does it keep it from being a natural 20?
Well, I don't think it. I think it's
That's
still
not
a
how it works.
crit.
It's still a crit. 25.
That's
hit.
not worth shielding.
No, it is if I can use bless.
Bless doesn't do
No,
anything
bless
to help
is-
your
bless
AC.
is-
Bless only helps your attacks.
Yeah.
Or like saves.
Yeah, it's attacks and saves. And you're,
No, no.
and you getting
attacks
hit is not a save.
You make. Yeah, the shield's not going to do anything. Save your shield.
Yeah, you don't have to. I'm not gonna make you waste it.
I should just tank it.
Oh, good. You decided to be married today. Sometimes he forgets his rings of a joke.
I forgot it
husband-
one time.
That's
One
all it takes,
time
Tyler.
since I
That's
got it.
all it takes.
All right,
Listen,
I rolled a roll though. It's
my
only
husband
11
wanted
points of
me
bludgeoning
from
damage.
Australia and said to my husband, we were married less than 2 years before he lost it. Custom. He has cards.
Let's see.
Nope, never again.
That's her turn. She is going to weather this and dip below the water. Morkek gets a opportunity attack, and so do you.
Oh, sweet! I'm gonna swing at her.
Get
Hate
the
her.
fuck back here. Ooh,
Just
that's really good.
15?
That's
15
a
does not hit.
22
22 hits. What's she hitting him with? Or
Blood
what's
letter.
he hitting her with?
blood letter.
This is why I don't handle
That is
Can I take a
another.
jab with Shillelagh?
That is
I'm
a
standing right behind
D12.
Morkak.
Yeah, blood letter to D12
Okay.
plus 3.
Oh, that was for damage. What'd you say?
Can I take a jab with my quarterstaff? Because I'm standing right behind Morkak. I had to touch him to.
Jesus, your quarterstaff have reach?
I think it does.
Don't think it
I don't think
does.
so. That's 14 points of damage.
Woohoo!
Nice.
Boom, bitch!
But she's off the field. Theta, you're next. Can you take her off the field?
Are there
Or
what type-
Beta or
The bad lady.
the bad lady?
Well, so much for swinging at her.
Doesn't she get an opportunity attack with her spiritual weapon?
It's not
Where
part
does
of
it
her.
label reach?
Okay.
It's in under the weapon description.
Yeah, it would be.
Like, you know how it says, like, finesse or...
Nope.
Yeah. It would say reach.
Oh, yeah,
if
because
you
like
look at...
land says reach. That's what I was trying to find, is where it does say it. So, nope.
Which one of the two tentacles
versatile.
has had the
I
most
know.
damage on it?
Venom, for sure.
Venom?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Venom just took a big searing...
Only with 2 hands. I need the 2 hand.
Big searing smite of nasty
Float over that way.
moonbeam.
Bonk!
Now I gotta check one thing because I think I forgot to do it last time. Not that it really mattered.
Mind fear.
16. Does that hit?
It does not.
What?
Sorry.
Aren't you also blessed?
I did.
It's your turn. Oh, wait, that was your turn.
Yeah, that was my turn because I'm not moving from my spot.
Okay.
Smart move.
That was only a bonus action. You have an action.
Yeah. How long does Bless last?
Like a minute.
Oh, okay.
I can't
It's
think of
been 10
anything else to do because I don't want to move.
Well, some of your party is looking pretty shabby, and you do have
yeah.
your healing spells.
I mean, I have
Suggestion
10
from-
hit points.
You have 10 hit points?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm doing
And I'm still.
relatively fine.
Relatively? Yeah, not good.
Well, hopefully the DM plug his ears when you said that.
That's
I
why
can see
I was
it.
knocking over my
I
voice.
can
So
see
you're
his
not
sheet. I
dying
know
yet,
where
so-
he's at.
We're not gonna
I
do
don't have my hit points written down.
that. We'll do
Well, how do you know where you're at?
Calculate a big.
cure wounds. So let's
No, you
see.
say to me.
Do you have
I will leave you here.
I'm getting
No.
It's true.
Be very expensive to Leroy.
I'm wondering
That's a
if you have
touch.
something that like is restoration or something that'll remove the curse too.
I
No,
don't
we
have
tried
any-
that.
No,
Oh, that's
no. I've got cure wounds and I've got spare dying and what about aid? Hold on.
I've got 8.
Aid, 30 feet. There we go. It bolsters an ally with toughness.
No,
Gives you-
that's not what you want. You literally want cure wounds, or you want
Yeah, but
healing
8
word.
is-
Healing
8 is
word
plus
is a ranged
5.
spell.
We'll go with healing word then. I usually save them till the end. I thought I had it.
Why does nobody but me have healing potions on them?
I have one. I'm not.
You guys don't buy
I
them.
think I used mine.
Yeah.
I think I also used mine.
It's because we don't hoard potions.
I save them for a rainy day.
Okay.
It's
What if I
raining.
need them later?
You're a
D4
druid
plus
though. Are
my-
they like big acorns with a cork in it?
No, they're whatever I bought from town.
Ah.
Okay, so who's got the least amount of hit points?
I'm-
She's got
I'm at
10.
10.
What are you at?
I think I'm at 17.
I'm at 15.
Morkek is at like 40.
Okay, we're going with
Yeah, I'm at 17.
Can you only heal one person?
yeah, a creature.
At a time.
Yeah.
For her action.
It is fine.
So 4 plus my spellcaster is 10.
Great. That gets me back to 20.
You have a what's your spellcasting modifier?
6.
Oh,
Should be on the back of that or that sheet that you're
Yeah,
revealing.
It's
see that,
whatever your
Martha.
wisdom is.
Yeah, it's 6.
No,
Plus six.
no. Your modifier is just your wisdom, not your proficiency.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
Sorry.
right.
It's just your wisdom.
but now I have my hit points
It's still
written down.
6.
No.
Spellcasting modifier her.
No. Spellcasting modifier does not include your proficiency. You're having her look at the ranged spell attack bonus buffer.
Oh.
Yeah, it's whatever your wisdom modifier is. The number below wisdom.
Oh yeah.
It's 6.
Spellcasting ability, yeah. So it would be it can't
No,
be
there's
6.
no. That's got to be
It's
4.
your wisdom's an 18. So it's 3.
I don't know how I got it to 6, but it was 6 from the beginning.
Fix it.
Yeah, no, that should be plus 4.
So it's only 18.
She's been making wisdom saves with a +6 this whole time.
Uh,
Got it.
Yeah, I think you accidentally added your proficiency to it.
Probably.
That's okay. It's all right.
Thank you.
None of those numbers should include the proficiency.
Can't go above a 5 unless you've got a magic item that does that.
And those are very rare.
Let me look at your spell.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check the rest of your numbers.
It's fine. I'll look at it again later.
Her
No,
god
hold
gives her
on.
superpowers.
No.
I mean, that's what a cleric is,
Give it to
essentially.
me now. I'll
No.
take
All right.
2 seconds.
Someone
No.
given superpowers.
Is that your
by
turn?
God.
Yeah.
Tessara, you're up.
I move Moonbeam onto that exposed tentacle that's right in front of me. Thank you. I would like a con save, please.
What would the minimum damage be? Even if you passed.
2.
It'd be minimum damage. Of 1.
Okay, all right.
Oh, yeah. If you failed.
Yeah, if he succeeds his saving throw and I roll 2 ones,
16?
that passes my
Okay.
safety. So
Okay.
yeah, my safety is not very high, unfortunately. That's
That's cocked.
well, I rolled a 9, so that's plus another 5, so 14 divided and 7.
Okay. It shrivels into nothing.
Yay!
Oh, that's my action.
Okay. Movement bonus.
Who's still really hurt?
I say I'm at 18 now, so he's probably
What are
the
you
lowest.
at?
I'm the lowest.
15
I
is the lowest.
haven't been hit.
You haven't hit yet?
Fine.
Huh? What are you at?
He's at 15.
Yeah, he's the lowest.
Healing word, because it's a bonus action.
2.
5. You healed 5 points.
Yay.
You're welcome.
Hey, thanks. You're the best.
It's one of my. Hey, I don't have very many spells.
Okay.
I really need to gain a level.
On your turn, you all see her rise out of the depths next to her thing, her entrance.
Oh.
The tentacle nearest the shore slips under, and she is going to make a mad dash. And you see her climb up onto her ledge, and she makes it. So you can put her up on the ledge. That's it. Kale. And turn her around.
She's running away.
Run away!
You've got a cute butt. Let me hit it with my arrow.
Not so much a butt as it is like a pillar of tentacles that split from her torso.
Very Lovecraftian.
Ursula and Medusa's cousin.
Lovecraftian assumes somebody would.
Has anybody ever
seen?
have you ever played the game StarCraft?
No.
You know, what's her name? Yeah, it looks kind of like that. A little bit, except she's got octopus eyes.
How big? What's her name?
Well, the only one thing I can do is Eldritch Blast it.
All right.
Nice job.
That was my mouse.
He needs that.
Nope, I got it.
Okay.
What'd you say, Kale?
17.
17 misses.
Well, if her back's to me, do I gain
Very
advantage?
like even.
She can't see it coming.
He's just like,
What is happening?
Boys, you want to fuck me?
So, oh my god.
About chaos.
Actually,
I'm gonna write
you know
a
what?
timestamp so I can delete that because that was a little obscene.
I will use my favorite favored by the gods.
Ooh.
So we'll take the 17 and add 2d4. Which is a unnatural 20.
That does hit. Eldritch Blast.
You're funny, except that sound I think is a bowing sound. It's not a pluck.
Yeah, she's right.
Gosh, no.
Maybe
How
just
dare
play with fate.
you not know how to play every instrument?
How dare I?
11.
Not being.
11
You were
points.
correct though, because I
Okay.
think it's a bass, so it's big.
Yeah.
No, it's a pride cello.
You could be right.
Because it's
Probably
kind of in
not.
the mid-tone. I like cellos a lot. I particularly like them in rock songs.
What's the one in between a bass and a cello?
There's not one in.
No.
Bass,
Bass,
cello,
cello.
viola,
cello,
violin.
violin.
That's it,
And then what's
Viola's a
there's
little bigger than a
one,
violin.
isn't there?
No,
That's a ukulele.
no. Violin is the smallest and the most high-pitched. That's a fiddle and a
That's it?
violin are the same thing. It's just the way you play them.
It's the
That's
playing
it.
style.
All right.
I do.
Yep.
Miriam.
I was thinking of a fiddle.
With each passing moment, she's slinking into her cave.
That's not what I really want.
I could make it happen.
Try yelling at her again and ask him for.
Right.
We just wanted a curse lift.
Really? Lady!
Get back here!
No, I don't want her to come back. I take it she's not responding at all to like words. She's just still trying to run away.
I don't think she speaks common.
I mean that's probably true. I'm gonna fire a crossbow at her. I'm
Okay.
kind of done with her. And I don't hit. I'm pretty certain I don't. It's an 8.
No. Not even close.
Hey.
Valkesh.
Which boat?
Yeah. I'm gonna have some slots. Which bowl?
Ooh, that's a 22.
22 hits.
That's a D12. 7 points of lightning damage.
Nice.
And then on each of my turns during the duration, I can use my action to deal an additional D12.
Yeah, you're concentrating.
Are you adding your spell attack bonus to your damage?
I thought that was just to attack.
No.
Oh.
No, your father made a ruling.
Okay. Well, then in that case, it's 13? No. 11
That was way off. 11 instead of what?
instead of 7.
So 4 more.
Yes.
Okay.
Normally you're correct.
Can you put that on to Valkesh?
Concentrating.
He's
You
concentrating.
guy. You guy.
That guy.
You guy.
All right. It is Morkek's turn.
Well, shit. Morkek isn't great at ranged shit.
He's got a hand axe.
Yeah, but does he want it?
Just
Throw
saying.
a rock.
There are rocks at your feet.
What's the damage on all the small rocks?
Barbarians, I believe barbarians have proficiency in improvised weapons.
That's a. I mean, what
Plus your
would
strength.
18 to hit?
That hits. That's what you need.
What's the damage on that?
It's going to be 1d4. Straight. No modifier.
4 points of damage.
Wow.
She dead?
How do you want to do this off of a rock throw?
No, she's not dead.
Ah, fuck. That would have been
Did
hilarious.
you add your extra range damage?
She now has a rock embedded
I
in
do
her
have
face.
rage damage. That's +2.
+2, okay.
Now she dead?
You're welcome.
Nope.
You're right. I should have been adding that to all my attacks.
Wow, you haven't been doing it this whole time?
I've never played a
It's not
barbarian.
his character. Let's forgive him a little bit.
I've never played a barbarian.
She's going to descend towards her cave.
Barbarian controlling the barbarian.
She's going to descend towards her cave, about 10 feet. She's going to turn around. And I need Myriam, Morkek,
Ah, fuck.
and Tassara to make... no, actually, you're just caught in this path. No. Constitution saving throw.
Great.
21. Pretty good. 4.
Not
one.
good.
A 1. Okay, so you two...
I bury whatever is happening.
Okay, you see her descend into her cave about 5 feet, covered in darkness, and all of a sudden this blinding, radiant sunburst. Out in all directions, you both take 11 points of radiant damage.
And I take half. Right?
Just got a really
You
bad
take half, so
sunburn.
that's 5.
Essentially.
11, you said? So that's.
And then I'm still concentrating on it, so I need to do. I've been forever since I've had to make a con save. What do I do?
You take 11 points of radiant damage.
No. How do I make a con save? Because I'm concentrating. Moonbeam's concentration.
Oh, you just gotta get above a 10 or half the damage.
Hold on. Do I add anything?
Yeah, you're con. You just gotta get a 10 or above half the damage. Whichever is greater.
No, that's not great. 6.
6.
Moonbeam.
You drop Moonbeam.
Boom. All right.
No!
Also, 10. What the hell?
A perfectly good movie.
But that's your turn. Fada, you're up. And I'll say, based on that point of light, you know where she's at.
Then I'm gonna
Really?
shoot my
Surprise!
crossbow. Because that's
What you gonna do?
crossbow.
Okay.
7.
Why 10?
It's not enough to
plus
hit.
2
She's
self.
far away.
Yeah,
she's
but
in
even
darkness.
7, it would be 4. So
11.
yeah, 11 still wouldn't hit her.
No. Unfortunately not. Tassara, it's your turn. What do you want to do? She's
Oh,
getting
well.
away.
I'm out of spells, and I pick up a rock and throw it.
Since you're not proficient, go ahead and make a ranged attack.
Is it a disadvantage or?
No, you're throwing something.
An improvised
It's
weapon.
going to affect her.
Ooh!
It's just going to affect her AC is all.
Do you use my strength?
Are you strength or dex based for your melee damage?
Is a rock a finesse weapon?
No. I'm saying you've got shillelagh, right?
Yeah, that's
It's wisdom based.
yeah, because it's
Okay, then yeah, add your.
it'd be strength because I'm throwing a rock. It's
Yeah,
Seems like it.
but I'm thinking accuracy. Yeah, use strength. Go ahead.
and it doesn't really. I mean, my dex is higher. If you want to use my dex, sure. Either way, it's going to be either a dirty 20 or a 21.
Either one would hit.
Okay. How much damage does a rock do?
It's 1d4
Just
straight.
more straight.
4.
Yeah!
Yay!
I can't believe that.
Yes!
I end up killing this
Holy
monster
Oh, man.
by
Justice.
throwing fucking rocks.
I was just doing that as a lark. I should have raged. It would have done 2 more damage.
So
I was goofing off. I was like,
in a frustrated bitchy move, you hurl a pebble, and you hear and she falls forward into the light from the cave, and her tangled mass of tentacled head dreadlocks flop all around her, and she lays motionless.
She may not be dead, but she's near dead. She's unconscious.
We'll say she's unconscious because that is a non-lethal strike. It's a.
I literally wasn't. I was like, I didn't even know I was gonna hit her.
Now I want to swim across the river and go kill her.
Or at least tie her up and see if you can.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah, I want to slit her fucking throat.
Who's got the rope?
Well, we all have rope.
Currently, Morkek is still holding on to it. Oh, no, he dropped it because he used bloodletter. So
I mean, it's on the ground.
yeah, you guys have rope.
Well,
Hey, Morkek, while you're still angry, swim across. No, I'm serious, because then he's raging and he gets that advantage on athletic. Go.
How long does rage last? 6 seconds if
yeah,
he's
it
not
lasts
attacking
around
anything.
if I'm not attacking.
He's
anything.
attacking the water every time he's
Sure.
Just in case
You
it's
climb the water up
not
that way. I do need a strength check to make sure that you don't wash downstream.
You get advantage.
Thanks for playing along.
11.
That's good enough. You had to get above a 10.
Okay.
Sweet.
You're
Fine.
a big Chewbacca. I'm imagining he can displace water rather easily. So you get across to the other side. You see a huge corpse, by the way. Her head is like that big. She's not
I'm
humanoid
gonna
sized.
wrap up her dreads and just kind of hold her head up.
Yeah, she's like this now.
Is she dead or unconscious?
Don't kill her.
Make a medicine check.
Just tie up the rope so we can get across.
Medicine?
Yeah.
13.
13. You're unfamiliar with her anatomy. She's bleeding from many wounds on her torso, neck, face, head, and right now her tongue is kind of like and her tongue is forked. Her tongue is forked in 3
Well, you
places.
don't want her to wake up.
Yeah. No, just like tie up the rope so we can get across, and we'll deal with her when we get over there.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know what you're tying it to.
You tie, yeah, they're well.
Is it
There's
like a rock or?
She's big, isn't she?
Yeah, how much does she weigh?
Is she like shit?
that medicine check is not enough to give her a physical to
Yeah,
tell how
right.
much she weighs. Sorry.
Is she like
you're a
shampoo?
bugbear. You can I'll say you can tell she weighs.
She enough to
She
be a
weighs less
counterweight?
than Bloodletter and more than the Rock Face, or more than Bloodletter, less than the Rock Face.
So like half a ton?
Could be.
Is there any sort of like pointed rock that I can tie this rope to?
I mean, yeah. There's not a pointed rock, but I mean, you can like jam it between a crevice and kind of keep it in place, or just hold it. You're very strong.
Yeah, I'll hold it.
Alright.
Okay.
I would like to shimmy across.
Me too.
One at a time.
Acrobatics.
So I would.
I'm cool. I'll stay here.
What's going on with the other end of the rope, by the way?
Oh yeah, someone's got to hold the other end or tie it to
Yeah.
something.
Is there a tree, a rock, or?
No, there's nothing. I can hold on to it.
Okay.
And we'll just pull you across at the end. You're gonna get a little wet. Sorry.
If I want to come across, maybe I want to stay here because somebody's got to be there to get us back across.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, fair.
Ooh, I rolled a 6 on my acrobatics.
I rolled a 17. Well, I rolled an 11 plus 6. So 17.
Okay, you made it across. To Sara, I need you make a dexterity saving throw.
Acrobatics instead.
Uh-huh.
How long does bless last?
You make it
Am I
across
still
too?
blessed?
Yeah, why not? You guys made this decision rather quickly. Bless is
And I went
fading.
first. Ooh, 7.
7. Yeah, you let go.
Oh
of the
wait,
rope.
hold on. No, I
By
didn't.
accident?
I didn't add my dex.
Okay.
So it's 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh, 10. Yeah, you let go.
I didn't figure it out.
Kasara's washing away, going, I almost made it.
All right, can I try to like angle and swim so that I hit like the shore that?
Or is she close enough I can turn around and like grab her?
No. You're busy trying to get across. You didn't even notice. Oh wait, you went first.
Yeah.
I will give that to you. You can go ahead and make a strength check so you can grab her hand.
Oh, great.
5?
You grab her fingers and her just slip right through.
All right, I'm gonna try to like angle so that I end up on that shore.
I'll say you make it.
Sweet.
You make it.
Can
You didn't get very far.
Can I climb up the cliff?
Sure.
Do I need to?
Do acrobatics or athletics.
Athletics is higher.
This river's just messing.
Natural 20.
All right, you made
You
it.
couldn't get that before?
Nope. All right. Does she make it across before I try again?
I did make it across.
What did you roll?
No.
You haven't tried yet? Okay,
No.
these two made it across.
Do I
So
have to try?
these two, no, these are the ones. I'm just saying whoever tried
If
to
you want to be
cross
part
the
of the
river.
negotiations, yes.
These two made it across. They're with Morkek.
Yes.
The rest of you 3 are on the other side.
All right, I'll try to cross the river. If
All
I
right.
drown to death.
You're not gonna drown.
Give me an acrobatics check.
Been in the river multiple times.
Hey, you're a sailor, man. You've fallen overboard before.
Am I still blessed?
No. It has since fallen.
What is it, Dex?
It is an acrobatics check.
Okay, so I made it across. So we're gonna probably want to bring
15.
more in case shit goes down.
15.
Again.
You make it across. It's a little slippery for you, and your fingers start to tighten around the rope. You get a little bit of vertigo.
Get some white knuckling.
Yeah, white knuckling, and you definitely like let go of one hand, and your torso and bottom half went in the water, but you're able to kind of pull it together and get across. So now you two are on the first shore. Everybody else is across the river.
Yeah, I'm just gonna wait here. I've failed to get across the river multiple times. I'm done.
Really? You send
I'm
me
gonna-
over, but
Yep,
you
I'm
stay
gonna look
over there?
around. I have
We
no
might
interest
wanna-
in weird corpse.
We might want to.
I don't speak
We might want to
abyssal.
make more
I don't either.
available in case shit hits the fan.
Yeah, and you might want to tie her up so that she can't attack you.
What? Does somebody? There should be another 50-foot piece of rope in one of your guys' packs.
I say everybody's been using mine.
Yeah, I have an
so.
explorer's pack. I'll pull the rope out of my pack.
We have lots of rope.
She's unconscious
And hogtied.
and she doesn't have feet to hog tie,
Wow.
but you can get her
She's
crab
at least
claws pretty
Tentacle
well.
tied.
There you go.
Her split jaw is kind of. I think the pizza's here. Her split jaw is kind of slack.
I was gonna say, thank God.
So that's
What time is it?
so. As you all stand around her body, that's where we'll take a break.
Okay.
Thank God.
And it's just food, there's no pizza.
Num num.
All right. So you all stand at the surrounding this corpse. It's a large corpse. It takes up a lot more space than a typical humanoid torso.
Is it considered a corpse if they're still alive?
It's okay. So it is unconscious. That's all you know. Not moving. No visible breathing. And her jaw is split and slack. She's got these big orc-like tusks on the bottom jaw. What would you like
So
to
that
do?
one little rock could have been the straw that broke the camel's back and killed her.
Yep.
I want
I
to
mean, you hit her right in the
It
head.
was.
If you hit someone right in the head with a rock who's already rather injured,
the last thing.
it's but she's there to do with as you will. What do you want to do from here?
Can I just walk around her and explore the cave? See if she's got anything
Yes,
cool in here?
go ahead. It's pitch black.
Great.
So unless you have a source of light,
Do you have a torch?
Dark vision.
or dark vision, I consider that a source of light.
I probably have
And
a
I
torch.
cast dancing lights.
All right,
Okay.
the cave is now illuminated. It's not a large cave. It's only about 20 by 15 feet deep. Inside the cave, you see what looks like a nest made of, for lack of a better word, looks like shed skin that's been woven.
Egg
Whoa.
in there.
There's no egg. You
Oh
don't
my
see,
god!
you don't see an egg. You
Otherwise, I would have had to go to work.
You see a lot of bones. There's what looks like dried kelp lining her nest. The nest itself is about 10 feet by 10 feet. And you notice now that she's unconscious, her tentacles are not... Like, she had incredible reach. They seem stretchy. They don't seem long. So her lower half is about maybe twice as long as her top half. One of her tentacles is like shriveled and desiccated. One of her tentacles is completely cut off. The other ones have various forms of damage. She's got cuts and bruises and scrapes, and she's bleeding this bluish white Icarus slime from many different wounds.
Morphic is going to grab her hair and slap her awake.
Okay. Have him
Why?
make an unarmed attack.
Because she's tied up.
She is tied. She's got her claws like this.
Well, I tied her behind her back.
Okay, she's just like this.
Ooh, try the tentacles?
What? I heard her.
Did you try up the tentacles? There you go.
There.
Good enough.
Natural one.
Plus two
Natural
each
one. I mean, she's not going anywhere. It's an auto hit, but I'll take that. He just like taps her, and her jaw just goes.
That's weird and gross. I'm still just looking around and I find anything.
There's a lot of bones. So
other.
I'm
You have
gonna
a
need
small healing potion to give to her.
I'm gonna give.
Shoot! I swear it falls across the river.
Yeah, you're all the way across the river, and they're in darkness. Or no, she's not in darkness. She fell.
Dancing lights.
She fell out of her cave opening into the light. But I'm gonna do this. That's a fail. Ooh. That's a fail.
I wonder what he's failing at.
That's a pass.
Her coming. Oh, her saving throws.
What do you want to do?
Uh-oh.
She's not responding to any kinds of stimulus at all. Yes. She's just shaking in your hands. And her head's like this big, by the way.
Oh my god, you
Oh,
guys
she's
need to
more like-
heal her.
Why didn't you cross the river?
I've already failed twice. I'm
Well,
not strong enough to help Fade across.
I pull out.
And I'm
pull
not
one
going
all into
over
her neck.
because we need
Hey,
people to get back.
how far does that heal go?
It's touch.
Not the touch.
Which one?
Healing word.
Healing
Oh,
word?
60. Alright, I cast a healing word on her.
It has no effect.
Ah!
Oh, she died.
Well,
Oh, we were
It's been like 5 minutes, and she eventually failed her third death save, so she's dead.
Whoops.
well, shit.
I'll take
That's
a
because I'll take my
investigation.
rope
You're gonna
back.
need a light. Oh no, he's got a light source, so you're gonna need an investigation check.
Well, she must not have had a very good con. Oh, there goes that plan.
Guess I'll take my rope back.
8.
8.
All right, you only find 28 gold.
Oh, well.
She had a hoard?
She had a small. It's not a hoard. You find it scattered about the place in the corpses.
So basically, she was just eating people that came along trying to.
Oh, so she was a sea monster. I mean,
Yeah, 28 gold worth of gold, copper, and silver.
Got it.
Do we think the Drow wanted us to kill her or not?
At the back of her, back of her cave, you do see what looks like a passage, but it is completely blocked with mud and kelp and bones, and it's like plugged.
can Morkek try to hack at it?
I don't know if you want to do that.
Well, you don't know. Maybe. Can we investigate what it is?
It's a plug of, like I said,
Stuff.
dirt, bone.
What is it plugging, and why is it
It's
plugging it?
it's very obviously earth-like material shoved into a 3-foot depression that looks like it could be a passage that's been blocked.
Can I make an eye hole to look through it, or is it too thick?
Yeah, Morkek gets, palm deep in a finger hole, and it just keeps. I mean, that's like a hole 6 inches that he's digging, and there's dirt behind it.
Can I Eldritch Blast through?
Sure.
Do I have to make an attack?
Yeah, make an attack. I'll assign an AC to the dirt wall.
7.
7? Yeah, it's just and just like a very, very shallow crater where your Eldritch Blast hit, and there's just dirt behind it. You didn't blast a hole through anything. Make an attack with Bonebiter. Oh, you're just raising your axe above your head?
There's something scary about
Yeah, I
it.
was waiting for something to pop
That's
out.
kind of how I'm feeling
gotcha.
too. Like,
Nothing pops out.
Okay.
something is gonna come out at us.
Now I hit it.
You hit it? Yeah, make an attack.
Ooh. 16.
16? Yeah. Bonebiter gets about a foot deep. Bloodletter. Sorry.
Bonebiter's my axe.
Yeah. Gets about a foot deep into the pile. You pull it out. You don't see a passageway or darkness. Bloodletter has now got a thin layer of dirt on the edge of it. It's about that time. From across the river, you hear.
Our theory has come to fruition. Hello again.
Well done!
Wait, across where? Because we're over there.
Where you were.
Valkesh immediately.
Yeah, you three can hear.
So I can just turn around and
Valkesh immediately whips around and says, "Now you owe us a favor."
Right.
Only it's not that effective because you're yelling across the 30-foot river.
Well done, all of you. Can't say I expected this. Frankly, we were hoping that you would just go away and become the Tangle Spawn's problem. However, you survived. Congratulations to you all. And you see there's like 20 guys behind him.
Oh,
So
man.
was this secretly the task the whole time?
Well, we don't typically perform favors for nothing, and frankly, we don't like being bandied to, so we like to assign tasks ourselves.
There was no banding. Literally, very seriously, I made you an offer.
We don't bargain with overworlders.
You're yelling across the river.
Really losing its effectiveness, guys.
Do you guys want to, for brevity's sake, you want to
Come back.
come back?
Good cross, sure.
Okay, all right.
I wanted to roleplay the river.
By the way, you're welcome.
By the way, what's behind the?
Well, we're on the same side of the
what's through
river
the
as them.
passage?
Yeah.
Make a persuasion check. They don't like talking to you.
Do they have bait? Does she have bait?
They don't like talking to any of us.
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
I think
Well, you see, the Tangled Spawn has been a bit of a thorn in our side for a number of months. Decided to take residence in our northern entrance. Plug the hole on the way down. Now we'll be able to free it and use the river to transport goods once again, so...
You're welcome.
Surprisingly, you have thanks of the Histon.
freaking awesome. Why am I cursed? What am I cursed with? Can you fix it?
No.
You're very chatty for
I have a problem.
a roguish girl, aren't you?
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Well,
I don't
That's
like
why
talking
she's not
to
on your side.
However, we do owe you something of a debt. Seems difficult to say. But
I mean, favor sounds like an easier word to say.
you've definitely earned passage into the
Less consonants.
You've definitely earned passage into the Underdark.
Cool.
Feel free to follow. You'll not be harassed on your way down. Promise. And
Okay.
you see them kind of part ways a little bit. Well, I suppose we can get our tunnel workers onto this immediately and free up our entrance. Again, we thank you for your service.
I stomp after him. Like super pissy.
I'm going to say that all of them sort of do their best to sneer at you as you pass, except for when Kale comes close. They get stiff and rigid and kind of give him this real mad dog eye.
Also, they haven't made anything about my weird blue skin.
Oh yeah, you're still blue.
I'm still blue.
I totally
But
forgot
you have
that.
black hair.
Yeah, they're
still
just
blue.
No, Drow can have black hair.
Not these Drow. None of them have black hair. They're
No, I know.
all-
They just haven't made any assumptions about my race.
They all have white hair.
I forgot
I'm
you
just
were
saying that they have made
How
zero
long are you
comments.
gonna be blue?
Forever.
That's permanent?
I'm just blue now.
She's cursed.
Okay.
I just don't care about
It's
it.
the weakest curse ever.
It doesn't affect me,
You
and I kind of
look
like it.
weird.
So
Like,
honestly,
I would say a curse where you just have like an itchy finger is less of a curse or worse of a curse than that.
yeah, because this no effect, don't
No
care.
effect. Doesn't
Basically,
affect
just a
your
full body tattoo.
life. Yeah.
Yeah. If I cared about being blue, I guess it would be pretty awful, but I didn't care.
What'd you say, Mrs. Smurf?
She sits home at night singing, I'm blue.
Jeez.
You're like
How
the
have we not
same
made that
color.
joke yet?
I'm darker.
Oh,
Yeah, you're like a
Powder
RGB blue. You're
Oh,
like
nice.
base blue. He's got like shade and contours and like there's light on his
He
cheeks.
looks like-
You're just like blue.
He looks like somebody like put.
well, no, I would have
makeup
shade
on
and
him.
contour
He
just
looks
because
like,
of it's a spherical object.
He
Yeah.
looks like somebody that did blue coated makeup. You look like someone from the Blue Man Group.
Yeah. Like your color code is like FFFFFF.
Am I doing the Drow version of blackface?
Hold on. Oh my god.
It's the Drow face.
Essentially.
Tassara is doing Drow face.
Whoops. Not by choice.
Yeah, your
Did you look up
your blue
Man Group?
code is 0000FF. You are blue.
You are bluer than this.
RNG
stem right
is
here.
00 and your blue is 255. Oh, that's funny. Anyway,
That was good. Everybody. Good job.
the Drow part ways, and as you step through their parting, they kind of close the gap behind you. And Ethelai is leading you further into the woods. I'll have everybody go ahead and make perception. You can roll for you and for Morkek.
Morkek got
I perceive nothing.
a 16.
I'm too busy being pissed off
Dalkesh got
with squishy shoes.
10. Dalkesh got an 8.
What did Morkek get?
16.
Okay.
16.
16. Tasara?
Oh. What am I rolling?
Persuasion.
Oh, persuasion.
Perception.
Persuasion. Or perception. Yes,
Oh.
you're both right.
11.
11. Okay. Kale and Morkek, surprisingly. You notice that there are, kind of like the Blair Witch, there are effigies erected all along this path. And the path does look worn. It looks like this is maybe a thoroughfare for them on the surface. While it's true that you don't have a lot of experience with Drow, you have some. You have some kind of cultural understanding, yeah.
We have prejudice.
And that they Drow don't, especially Drow like this, don't like to be above ground, really, at all. And for them to have a pathway that you're walking is very weird. It's also very weird for there to be these straw men, these stick figures, sort of erected and hanging, except they don't have like arms and legs. They've got like a round head, torso, and then 8 arms and 8 legs that kind of surround a torso
So it's
with sort of webbing between them. Yeah,
I think
but
we're into voodoo. We might want to leave.
Yeah, we might not want to stick around here.
they lead you to this deep into the woods. It starts to get really dark, heavy canopy overhang, and eventually you get to what looks like a hollow in a huge dead tree, and they just kind of wind their way down it and lead you down this tunnel. You're feeling yourselves getting cooler. It's definitely a decline into this tunnel. You hear the drips and drops of cave water, and it's not a hollowed out tunnel anymore. It is now a natural cavern. The only thing that's not natural is that you see these bluish purple gems that glow with a dim light. Those of you with dark vision.
Nope.
What about
Bugbears
Warbears?
have dark vision.
Just a human.
Okay, you can barely see. However, those of you with dark vision are like, everything is super well lit now. And you don't get that with like a torch. With a torch, it's like, what is it? Bright light for 10, dim for 20. These gems that are like hanging from tangled little vines, they light this room, these tunnels and this cave up like it's bright light.
Oh, wow.
You can see perfectly. And you can see some of these Drow are dressed similar to the militant soldiers you've seen. Some of them have very long, elegant, almost spiderweb silk-like dresses that are, quite see-through. Not exactly revealing, but it's a very dainty kind of a what's the word I'm looking for? Nightgowny kind of look. Very slimming.
Very sheer.
Sheer, thank you. Kind of like everyone's wearing dresses and clothing made of tulle. And, silver trim. Almost everything has a spiderweb motif. Some of these people have high-crested mantles, of like these high collars. And everyone shuts up as soon as you come through. You hear these hushed whispers. There's
Not
probably
normal looking on a
On a regular
basis.
day.
No, we don't fit in anywhere we go. We're a weird mishmash.
there's about in any given chamber, and you go from chamber to chamber. You're in your third chamber by now, and you see tunnels in every direction. You see people coming in, people coming out. All of them beautiful, white hair. Some of them have these really elaborate braids that sort of festoon their crowns. Some of them are wearing like really brilliant looking platinum jewelry with little opals and rubies. Some of them look kind of commoner-ish, where they've got simple clothing that sort of tatters at the edges. Some of them are surrounded by guards and have just like almost Dracula level elaborate kind of overcoats and the like. So there's a hierarchy and a plethora of styles and classes in this community.
Weirdly, Drow and High Elves have more in common than one would think.
But the soldiers escorting you continue their journey downward, and it's getting cold. Definitely not winter weather, but very, very chilly, even for a cave.
And I'm already damp.
Yeah, I think everybody's wet.
Yeah.
No? Those of you who never bothered to cross the river are fine. The rest of you
I
are getting
didn't fall
very
into
cold.
caves. I didn't go across water.
But it's getting to the point now where those hanging gems are becoming sparse. So those of you who don't have dark vision are completely blind.
Great.
Those of you who do, it's getting difficult for you to see, except for Kale. Kale, you can see just fine down here.
Okay.
You can see just fine enough to see all of the confused and also disdainful looks you're getting from everybody in here, except for maybe one or two of the commoner type people. There definitely seems to be a harsh class system here, as the nobles, very stereotypically are looking down their nose at all of you, and the commoners are kind of looking up with, some of them are swinging construction type tools to repair what looks like a pylon that's holding up a part of the cave wall.
I walk with my head held very high. I don't care.
Yeah, me too.
That's not the first time I've been sneered at by another group of elves.
So, after about
Physically incapable of holding any other posture.
After about 20 minutes of traversing this chamber, this web of chambers, and you do see spiders. You see giant spiders Some of them very slowly kind of skitter across the ceiling. There's spider web crisscrossing the ceiling everywhere. Some of these spiders are really big. Some of them are very, very small. Some of them are being...
I don't have my hand on your shoulder yet, I do now.
A couple of these large spiders are actually wearing harnesses and are being ridden, even upside down, by soldiers holding spears looking at you.
I don't like this.
Yeah.
Until you reach a tunnel at the back of a wide chamber where it looks like there is commerce. You see Drow negotiating with each other for goods and services. There's a what looks like a stall with bottles of fluid behind the vendor, and he's haggling with another Drow. Doesn't look like it's going well for the customer. At the back of this marketplace-like chamber, and there's not a lot of noise. It's not a loud community. There's not a hustle and bustle. There's a secretive and scheming nature to their body language, even before they see you. Until you see at the back.
I don't assume they're scheming.
Well, it's just they all seem very hushed and secretive. At the back of this chamber, you see a wide tunnel with 4 huge spider legs made of silver that kind of crest the archway. They're dangling between those legs are web lines of silvery web, and dangling from those lines are sapphires just dangling there.
That's kind of...
Wow, somebody has a lot of money.
The entrance itself, you see, is flanked by 2 sets of silver-clad Drow guard. They are in full plate. The plate itself is very tight to the body, high shoulder spikes, very low pointed helmet guard, nose guards, and they have these very elaborate ear extension kind of devices, and all of their ears dangle with silver thread and rubies. Their armor itself is adorned with jewelry. With gems, and they each carry these huge pikes that end in just gleaming tips, and there's 4 of them, 2 on each side of this door.
I'm sure that these guys are like the British Royal Guards. Like, there's nothing getting past these guys. Like,
Well, Ethelai is leading you to this entrance.
Great. I'm gonna like wink or flirt or something with these guys. Like, hey, nice breast piece. Something. I don't know.
Nice
I'm awkward.
Yeah, make a persuasion check.
Nice boobs. Yeah.
Nice boobs.
17 plus 3, so dirty 20.
Dirty 20. The one nearest you,
Yes. I'm getting me an elf date tonight.
who is staring straight ahead, gives you the briefest side glance,
Gotcha.
and then returns back to what he was doing.
That's all she needs.
Yeah, that's all I need.
That's how it starts.
That sounds like consent
This
to
is
me.
the start of Myriam's romance novel.
Right. Exactly.
and Myriam was left to defend for herself.
This is the start of the romantic subplot of the campaign.
No.
What's through the door?
It's another tunnel that is lined with guards every 10 feet. It's about 20 feet wide, rather wide, and there isn't a whole lot of foot traffic here.
Okay.
We still need to get Myriam uncursed.
Yeah.
I assume that's where we're going. He knows that.
All right. You are led by Ethelai, who has shed 90% of the soldiers he came here with. And many of those soldiers stayed behind. They didn't enter this community with you. But it's just him and about 4 people. 2 behind your group, 2 flanking him in the middle, walking forward. Until you reach the end of the tunnel that opens into a wide chamber, maybe 50 feet wide. And you guys have been traveling downhill for pretty much this entire journey. One chamber has led downhill to another chamber. It's like an ant colony. It's just
Like, are we talking about like 1%, 2%? Like, what's the grade?
not a super steep grade. At least here, when you were entering, it was like stairs leading downward. But here, yeah, you're pretty deep. So the ceiling in this chamber that you can see through another pair of crossed guards is very high, and you see almost what looks like moonlight, with a ribbon of moonlight crossing diagonally through this chamber. You can just see it. It's very, very well lit.
Is it
And
nighttime now?
It is not nighttime.
Okay.
No.
Do we see where the other 4 spider legs are, or we just saw the 2 we came
These
through?
were sticking up
Or
out of
just
the ground like
just
this.
Just the 4 we came through?
Just the 4.
Okay.
I'm personally on a mission to find the butt end of the spider, but we're continuing on that.
They were made of metal. You don't know too many metal living spiders. It
Oh,
looked-
no, I'm certain.
Just look decorative.
Okay.
Very interesting decorative.
So we're entering a big room.
Very big, very about 50 feet wide. Difficult to see
Is
how
it
deep.
a throne room?
Well, as you approach the guards, you hear Ethelai, and the guards now have these staves crossed in front of him, and you hear him mutter something to them in Undercommon, which
None of us speak.
well,
Except for
Kale does. Kale, you can bear because they're whispering to each other, and they're using a dialect that you don't really understand, but you can catch bits and pieces.
Sure.
It sounds like he's pulling rank,
Ooh.
telling them to part. Something important has come up, and this isn't for you to hear.
This is
Just open up. For
this
us.
is Ethelai pulling rank.
Correct.
Ethelai is telling the guys with the crossed things, get out of my way.
Yeah, and they recognize who he is. Is what you hear. They give him the proper verbal salute.
But we assume.
And this is what he can hear. And the two step sideways and just grant enough entry for you guys to enter 2 by 2.
So does it seem like your grace, your majesty, like what rank are we thinking here?
All they hear is first commander, or all you hear is first commander. But that's like the closest thing you can equate it to. It has a name in Undercommon that you don't really recognize. They call him the Cheth.
Okay.
But that's that's not his name. It's almost like
Chief.
Yeah. Sir. Yeah. They part. Ethelite spins around on his toe and says, "Let us go in. Careful on what you look at. Sometimes the architecture in here can do wild things to the unassuming mind."
Quick
Going to look right at the floor.
question, because
For me or him?
the general world question, because Trisha knows that sometimes Drow are matriarchal. Do we think that this is a matriarchal Drow society, or do we
Make a history
know?
check.
You're having an off day.
I was gonna say it's this. That wasn't really flat though. Okay, worse. 4.
You'd like it to be.
Do
But-
I come from a matriarchal
but you would-
society?
but
Have
you-
old elf snakes?
But you wouldn't. Yeah, don't you? Isn't your grandma in charge or something of your druid?
I don't know. I
clan?
just said where I was from. I never picked a ton of background information, but sure, if you want my grandma to be in charge, that sounds cool.
Okay. As you, he spins back around, leads you inside. You feel, and I'm going to need everybody to make a Constitution saving throw real quick.
Oh no.
As you pass into this chamber, there's a thickness to the atmosphere.
Morkick got a 13. Valkesh got an 8.
What did Morkek get?
13.
13 for Morkek, 8 for Valkesh.
11.
11.
11.
11.
I screamed 1.
Oh, 1. Okay, so nobody got above a 13, right? Yeah, I'm just kidding.
Y'all roll poison damage?
No.
And we all die.
Con saves are not always about poison. Sometimes it's about how you react physically to a set of stimulus.
We're all gonna throw up all over the floor.
I already am not doing great, so whatever.
We all immediately pass the fuck out.
I mean, I'm soaking wet. I've been whomped around by a freaking tentacled monster.
So what happens?
You all feel a heaviness in the chest. The air feels difficult to breathe, which is weird because just outside this chamber, it was as if you were on the top side. It's rather cold here, chillier than you were before.
Is it like having a panic attack?
And you all have this desperate tunnel vision where the peripheral of your what you can see starts to shrink and darken, and you just feel a heaviness about your whole body, almost like the atmosphere is crushing you into a diamond.
I'm vocalizing this.
Yeah, it's not pleasant.
No, you're literally describing a panic attack.
And
I hate them.
you
I grab Kale's arm.
Kale, this has no effect on you.
Oh,
As a matter of fact, you feel
it has an
rather.
effect on the robot?
You have a certain comfort here. It feels warmer to you, and the air
reinvigorated.
The air feels semi-lighter here. Like you could probably run circles around everybody in this room if you wanted to.
Yeah, probably.
Do you have any reaction to me grabbing you? You let it happen.
What's the matter with you?
I like it here. It's
What's
scary.
the matter with you?
Oh, I think it's lovely.
What everybody else is having trouble doing is making out the features of this room, but you can see things clearly. And the rest of you can, if you stare long enough at a particular part of the ceiling, this entire
Were we told
room.
not to look around?
You were.
Okay, I don't
Just-
do that then.
Those of you who do decide to look, you notice this entire room is like a giant rib cage with these crisscrossing beams of silver.
You found the butt.
You wanted to find the butt.
I did indeed. I have now found the butt. I want to touch the butt.
Well, you're in it,
Oh, great.
and it's
okay.
about 60 feet high. Where these large beams of silver cross are these dangling silver spiders that give off that dim blue-green light.
Great, awesome.
There's about 5 of them, separated by about maybe 30 feet. So this is a long chamber. The walls of this chamber it's almost like being inside of a oyster shell. They have this iridescent shell-like texture to them. And butted up against the walls in the first half of this room are what look like black, silver-trimmed bookcases.
Okay.
Filled with
Books.
very expensive books. This is not an old wizened wizard's tower. These books are in pristine condition. They're almost giving off light, although some of you can't really see much of anything in here.
Does it almost seem like they're there for show, but no one's actually ever going
Oh
to read
no,
these books?
there are drow kind of pondering at pedestals with some of these books. There's also tables with what look like parchment or even cartography materials. And they all slowly, the closer you approach, they all kind of look up from what they're doing. You see one drow, he's got kind of a receding hairline. He's wearing this very interesting, elaborate, octagonal shaped spy glasses with these overlapping lenses. Over here you see what look like 2 robed drow, and they each have a little wand, and they're kind of casting very small experimental spells into a basin. Little poofs of smoke are erupting. They look up over their glasses at you. And that's when you hear a tapping behind you. And everyone grows silent. You look up at the very back of the room, and that ribbon of moonlight is shining directly on what looks like a white, one of those real twisted seashells that kind of twist and grasp into the air. And sitting at the top of that, flanked by 2, 2, 2 in a descending order thrones. At the very top of that, you see what looks like a very slender, elegantly dressed in white and black and silver, long threads that tumble over the natural curves of her body, female Drow. She's wearing what looks like a ribbon, a single ribbon of silver across her head. It's not an elaborate headdress, but she has this long silver white hair that tumbles in straight lines down her body and goes beyond her back, and it's almost as if it's been brushed to the side and it tumbles down the throne. Her hair is at least 25 feet long.
That's a lot.
Somebody never cuts her hair.
That's a lot of hair.
Somebody's been around a really long time to grow it that long.
I'm like completely awestruck. I'm just am in love with this.
Yeah, that's great. Objectively.
You're
Prematurely
pretty
flirting.
far away.
I'm probably flirting.
Yeah, you're pretty far away, and that ribbon of moonlight, it's coming from there's a fold in the ceiling, and you can't really see where it's coming from. You're sure it's not sunlight. It's kind of difficult to tell where it's coming from.
It's magic.
Ethelai kind of does one of these. We're coming over here. And directs you into a side chamber. Does anybody want to do anything in this room before you're ushered away?
I'm super winky
Well-
at that girl.
She's 150 feet away.
Oh, all right.
She's real far. There's lots of layers
You
of
wait, she does
drow.
not notice.
It's true. I send some good thoughts towards her. There we go. She's Drow. Maybe she's magic. I don't know.
I'm still holding Kim.
Yeah. Ethelai is going to bring you into what looks like a side tunnel chamber it's kind of got those ribs of silver separating it by every 10 feet, but it's still that oyster shell material of the walls. There's also side chambers leading away inside this tunnel. So this is probably one of the more denser ant colony-like chambers where it just spiderwebs in a bunch of different directions. Looks like it's really easy to get lost. But you round a corner, and he stops, and he's still got a couple more of his cronies have broken off and gone somewhere else. He's got a couple with him still. And he's going to stop at kind of a low-arched doorway with the doorway itself has a lot of jagged angles to it, and there's what looks like kind of a silver and black door, and a large opal where it looks like a window would be in a door, this huge opal. And he's going to put his hand on it, and you see him close his eyes, and under his eyes you see a brief glow through his eyelids, and he's just going to sit there for just a moment. And he's going to remove his hand. Tissaran will see you now.
That's really
Please,
close to
you,
my-
please.
That's really confusing.
Well, yeah. Tissaran.
Just our Ron.
Yeah. It's actually pretty funny. It's randomly generated, but that's just what it ended up being.
Is it the male version of my name?
Maybe.
It's your half brother.
Surprise!
It's your
That's why-
twin.
That's why I'm blue.
It's never a twin.
The blue is really taking off another spell.
But he drops his hand. The opal lights up, almost like a dim, iridescent, shimmering glow. And you hear from the stone, "Who is it?" And Ethelai is going to kind of give you all a nod and say, "Go on in, be respectful. He's been known to kill tourists from time to time. I must say, it's been an interesting day. I hope it's as equally interesting for you." And he kind of goes to turn, and he gives you a half a second stop and says, "Good luck, my dear."
Great.
And he's going to depart with his cronies staying behind you.
Was he?
No,
No.
he wants me dead. he knows I'm cursed. He knows what I'm cursed with, and wants me dead. At least that's what I'm getting.
All right,
or
Kale.
at least doesn't care what happens to you
Right.
one way or another.
Right. So the door's open. I'm just gonna go in, I guess.
The opal is illuminated like a dim blue, and then that's when you hear the voice coming through it, almost like a walkie-talkie, but there's a little bit of an ethereal echo behind it, and you just hear him say, "Yes, well, who's there?"
We were brought here by Ethelai
Yes.
because
That's
we're
what he
looking to have
says.
a shadow curse removed from our friend.
There's about 10 seconds of silence.
We killed the lady of the river who was blocking your one entrance.
Before you said that, the opal goes dim and dark.
Yep.
Nope.
Bad
I think we
connection.
lost connection.
Then all of a sudden you hear click, lock, and you hear, and the door opens in a very odd way. It kind of like opens inward, but also spins because the door is, like I said, the door is oddly shaped, and it kind of like almost like it works its way open through this strange shape, and then opens slightly, allowing one person at a time to enter.
I push Kale through and then go through myself.
Look, I'm just following straight.
Kale instantly trips on something.
And
Just
falls
kidding.
through the opening in the door. Into the light.
The room you see before you is very dark, and it's almost like there are, instead of it being a dwelling, there are several alcoves that sort of jut out from a central chamber, and these are all adorned with there's furniture with a bookcase next to it, several open books on a small table. On the other side of the room, you see what looks like a tall portrait ringed with spiderweb silver designs of a very stately, long-haired male drow. The picture's faded. Looks like it was painted maybe with oil paints, all dark colors, and just like a high-collared, high-backed outfit on this very, very lithe drow.
I'm just thinking of this song. I want to paint it black.
In the back of the dwelling, you see another one of those ribbons of moonlight, and there's actually a couple of them. They kind of, one crosses into the main foyer, another one's in the back that crosses in opposite direction. And here you can see the source of this light. It's almost like a large silver-trimmed beetle that's grasping with its claws into the wall, and its wings are giving off this light.
Or beetle.
Do we see like a humanoid or?
At the back of this dwelling, in one of these alcoves, you see a very tall table, kind of like a standing bar table, and there are various implements. Everything here is pretty much made of silver. You don't see gold. You don't see brass. Everything is either silver or platinum. I'm not exactly sure which, or electrum.
White gold.
Although none of you have ever seen electrum. And some of these implements look very technical in nature. They've got knobs and small dials and syringe plungers and little bladders with like bubbling red fluid in it.
So we have found the Drow alchemist.
And what you see is a hunched drow with what looks like his ears are capped with these rather modest-looking, what would you call it? Ear cuffs, right? Very modest little ear cuffs. They've got a couple of little tiny chains dangling with what look like maybe a ruby here, a sapphire there, but they're very, very modest in contrast to what you've seen already. His robes are very simple. They're very sheer, but they have pockets on the breast of them with kind of X-Acto knife, little stabbing implements, and little tweezers and things like that.
Does he have pocket protectors? Please say.
Is he a nerd?
Well, as he kind of cranes upward,
from a fountain pen.
he does have a large, wide, ruby-lensed monocle over one eye, and he has what looks like it's attached by a nose piece, and it has a very decorative chain that dangles across his nose, under his cheek, and it's attached to his ear cuff at the bottom.
Oh, that's cool.
He kind of like looks up, and just as he looks up, there's this very tiny burst of blue sparks from some basin in front of him that's obscured by an open book up on a desk. Yes, come in. Please come in.
So we come in.
We already thought we came in.
So
You guys can't even see, so I cast dancing lights around so they can actually see.
he's going to counterspell that
The lights
immediately.
flickered.
Yeah, he's not gonna want it to be bright.
Yeah, he's like, please, no light in here. Running very sensitive experiments. Oh, you're not one of us, are you?
Please, no light.
You don't know that?
And then he's gonna reach over, and there's this really long tube with what looks like racing spirals of blue electric energy that kind of dance down and up it. And he's gonna twist a knob at the bottom, and where you kind of noticed, but you just figured it was part of the decor, you see several of those beetles start to light up from places that weren't lit up before.
Oh, so
and
just
they cross.
in the lights.
Yeah, they cross a bit more brightly, and they reflect off of mirrors on the ground that reflects to mirrors up on the ceiling, and it starts to fill this room with dim light. Now you can actually see.
Yeah, thank
Great.
God.
Great.
The walls are adorned with a crisscross of spiderweb design. Everything that's not on a table is covered in a thick layer of dust. It's kind of apparent that this guy doesn't really clean much. So, you're the adventurers that Ethelai found in the woods, eh?
Yes.
Found, ambushed, whatever you want to call it.
Uh-huh.
Hi, Myriam.
Hello.
I'm cursed.
You're cursed. Well, you're human, so I'd say you're definitely cursed. We have
That sucks.
a bugbear. Oh, he doesn't shed, does he? No,
Nice to meet you too.
never mind. And you. Oh, and you see his lens.
I am not for sale.
He twists his lens and it turns blue, and just that eye glows. He says, "You are fascinating. How are you constructed?"
I think he's flirting with you.
That is a deep secret that even I don't know parts of.
Well, I'd say there
be
was
fair, I don't know
some
how I'm
kind of
constructed.
ancient magic embedded in your joints. Tell me, are you fully functional? Can you die?
Quite easily.
I'm pretty sure because we've come close several times.
Bit of a strange question to ask a stranger, but
Oh, I've asked weirder questions than that.
once again, I'd like to reiterate, I am not for sale.
I didn't say anything.
Well, pity. Perhaps I could pay you to study. Anyway,
That I actually have offered before.
It's been done before.
well, please make yourself comfortable. And you see him. He grabs what looks like a gloved piece of jewelry with like the ends of fingers. Help me out. Finger armor.
Yes.
Attached with little chains to a central blue glowing gem. He slips his hand into that, and he starts to wave around his dwelling. In the center of the room, just in front of his desk, you see rise, almost like piercing a layer of silk, a table about maybe 3 feet tall, large enough for you all to congregate around. And on either side of that are 6 small tuffets. That's sort of almost like...
7?
Are there 7 of you?
No, there's.
Oh yeah, there are only
6.
6. Because there's 6 of us, and I was counting Mordecai, but I forget you're not here.
Almost like you're pushing something through a layer of spiderweb material.
Cool.
But Yeah, it just sort of forms around this disc floating in midair almost. Please, may I offer you some refreshments? And he kind of, without waiting for an answer, kind of waves his hand, and you see a silver tray of little teacups made of silver and spiderweb.
Oh no, not the tea test again. Every place we go, we can't offer tea.
And he's going to kind of tap in its direction, and you see from the center of this just blank silver tray with there's like eight cups. You see rise, almost like being poured from silver, just forms this teapot. And he just gives a quick flick, and the teapot raises in midair and fills each of the cups.
Does it look like tea?
It's a steaming liquid. It's vaguely brown.
Does it smell like tea?
It smells a little earthier than you're used to.
So it's mushroom tea.
Could be mushroom tea. I would say that you and Tessara definitely appreciate its aroma.
So I don't think it's poisonous?
I wouldn't say that's the first thought you had.
Oh, well, that's the first thought I had. So.
If I sniff it, do I think it's poisoned?
Let's see. Perception, nature, either one of those.
Okay. Oh, it's a lot higher. Oh, perception for 20, dirty.
Dirty 20? I mean, it seems like it won't poison you. You're not exactly sure if you'd appreciate how it tastes, because it does smell kind of earthy, soil-y. It's not clear what it's made of.
Alright, that's good.
Yeah, it's different. It's not unpleasant. It's almost like you're someone who's never had Indian food, and you're suddenly assaulted with a flavor you're not familiar with. Your first reaction is ew, but then it starts to warm your stomach and grow on you slightly.
Okay.
Now, to business. I am told you're afflicted.
I'm cursed.
How would you know that?
Someone told me.
Who told you?
That guy, and then someone else too.
Oh, mind my manners. I am Tissera, and he offers you his hand.
Some hoity-toity lady from Tiburon told us. She was not very nice. Or very helpful.
Well, we're currently residing within the nation of Tiburon. Are you referring to a specific city or settlement?
Wasn't it that Thendurus who is... I didn't write down the...
Wasn't it Professor Carvelis or something?
No, Professor Carvelis sent us to Thendurus. Because Thendurus was all mad about it. She's like, really? She's got to send people to me all the time?
Oh.
It's from the High Elf City, though. Whose name I didn't write down because I think it's on the map.
Did you come from the east or the west?
DM.
Lady Titharis is the...
You traveled west to get here.
West. We came from the west.
It was...
No, you traveled west to get here.
So we came from the east.
Order of Tiber, Lady Titharis is the leader.
Yeah, see? We didn't like her either.
You must mean Lethedlian.
Yeah. Not a great place. Very rude.
I'm not a fan of them either. Although, not a fan of Overworlders much at all.
But we're really nice. I'm cursed. Can you help me, please?
You seem rather desperate.
I kind of am. I don't want to die.
Your lucky Ether Eye says that I owe him one. Don't exactly know what he means by that.
Well, convenient because he owes us one, so I guess we're trading ones.
Yes, let's talk about that a little bit. What exactly did you do for him?
We cleared out the entrance that had the big octopus lady.
We killed her.
The Tangle Spawn.
Yep.
Did you manage to gather a sample?
Did anybody grab anything?
No.
She's still up there.
I mean...
At least as far as we know.
Well...
We didn't do anything with her. We left her where she died.
Pity.
Someone had slime on them. You had slime on you. Do you still have some?
Do you still have slime on your clothes? You were picked up by her.
That's true. I mean, she picked me up. I
I know.
probably had slime.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll investigate your curse. And seeing as you didn't you didn't exactly do me any favors to get here. We'll call it an even trade, what do you say?
Great.
I'll need your clothes. At least the ones that's been exposed to this.
Sure. No problem.
She's been waiting for somebody to ask her that all day.
Yes, now let's see about this curse, shall we? And he's going to kind of direct you to sit in a chair. And he's going to bring over this huge mirror.
Oh, great.
And it's about 5 feet tall, about 3 feet above you where you sit. It's oval in shape. It's crested with a spiderweb motif. And he's going to kind of like, it's on a hinge, so he's going to kind of tip it and lean it back and tip it. He's like, I think that might be just perfect. And he's going to sit it in front of you. He's going to stand with you between him and the mirror. And he's going to pick up a book. He's going to flip to a page, get a little frustrated, close it, put it on a shelf, and he's going to fiddle around with a couple other books, pull this rather thick-looking tome, but it's small, so it kind of looks like a big cube. And he's going to put it on a table and flip it open to a page. Spend about a minute finding his place in the book. And then he's going to twist his lens, and it's going to turn clear, and he's going to remove it. He's going to pick up another implement from a silver hinged box, which he opens. He pulls that out, and you see him take what looks like a...
I'm naked, just to warn you.
I wouldn't say you're naked. You just took off your coat.
Oh, that's less fun.
You know, right?
And he's going to take out what looks like a half sphere of silver, and it has a needle sticking out of one end of it.
Oh, great.
He's going to go, don't mind me. Don't be alarmed. And you see it, and he's going to insert it into his eye. And kind of twist it into place and jam it in a little deeper.
Great. Oh, sorry.
Glad that was being done to him and not you.
As soon as he kind of puts it in
You can
place,
have some.
the perimeter of this sphere glows
No,
green,
it's apple
and the
calzone.
center of this opens like an iris, and you see his eye.
Oh,
It looks relatively unharmed, but it's like frog lensed, where it's like it like envelops the entire sphere. And he's gonna kind of blink a couple of times, and he's gonna turn around and face you, facing the mirror. It's at that moment that he kind of you hear him whisper under his breath and move his hands in a certain way. And this energy passes from him into you, into the mirror. And that's when you can see your reflection. It looks just like you.
great.
However, kind of startles you a bit, and you notice your movements are mirrored, but like a split second after.
Okay.
And you hear him muttering under his breath.
Healing me with parcel tongues.
And you notice that image of you starts to darken, and your eyes reduce almost to like a single bead of light. All of your features seem sullen and sunken. He says, I imagine that is about how you feel, isn't it?
Yep.
Well, let's do something about that, shall we? And he's going to reach his hand into the back of your head, and you feel him grasp your neck, and he then says, "You there, my automaton friend. Hand me that empty bottle, will you?" Thank you.
How convenient.
And he's going to hold this, and you can only see it in the reflection.
Okay.
And he looks very strange in the mirror.
Okay.
There is a hazy blue aura around him, and a very bright spot of light coming from that device in his eye. And he's going to hold, in his hand, it's like a silver bottle. He kind of uncorks it and holds it at his side and starts to lean it towards the back of your head. And while he's holding your head, you feel... Now, he's still wearing that kind of
gauntlet
silver
thing?
claw, and they're kind of tipped with a very fine point. You feel those tips start to poke into your flesh, and a strange thing happens as that aura turns violent red around him. You feel this rush of adrenaline start to spike, and the hairs on the back of your neck start to stand on end. He begins to chant something repeatedly. Lythros, Lythros. Until finally you feel those spines on his hands pierce you, but you don't feel pain.
Oh, great.
Until you almost feel something touch on the inside of your neck. You don't feel pain. You don't feel the hot red of blood dripping down your neck. Until finally he says, I've got it. Don't move. And he starts to pull backwards, and you almost feel yourself being jerked in his grip, and his fingers pass through your flesh. But you don't feel pain.
Are you okay?
You feel vague pressure.
Oh, it's like having a tooth pulled. It's fine.
And in the reflection,
My evil shadow's coming out like a tooth. Great.
in the reflection, you see these wisps of almost like almost smoky tentacles start to rise from your aura until you start to feel lighter in the back of your head. And that feeling almost drains from your eyes away towards the back of your neck. You feel it almost feels like you're slipping out of a snake-like skin from your fingertips backwards. Something is drawing out of your body. It's definitely violating, but it's a relief at the same time, like an abscess is being pulled from your skin.
Okay.
As this is drained from you, you see that violent red aura around Tisserand start to turn purple. And that's when those wispy smoke tentacles in the mirror start to writhe. He says, it's resisting me. Quickly. Does anyone know divine magic?
Anybody?
Yeah.
Cast it now!
Okay.
Sacred flag.
Gotta look it up. Yep, pretty much.
I'm out of spell slots. I wasn't warned we would need this before.
17 plus 4, so 21.
21 what?
21 is my roll for
What are you
casting
doing?
it. I'm casting my sacred flame.
Okay.
Does that help?
Directed at her, not to me.
All right. Got it.
Don't shoot the guy that's pulling the thing out. Got it. It would be the wrong thing to do.
Only one.
Edge your spell.
Oh, my spell modifier, so 5.
Obviously no pain, but this can't be
It
pleasant.
feels really weird.
Really weird. Okay.
Really, really weird. You've never shed your skin before, but it almost feels like you could imagine like you've dipped your hand in paraffin wax
And
you're
peeling it
slipping
off.
out of that.
Great. Okay. Fun times.
And as you cast the sacred flame towards Myriam's form, that energy, typically when you cast sacred flame, it's like a white fire. As soon as it leaves your hand and crosses over into her space, it changes into this weaving, almost like tiny little comets racing around her body and encapsulating it, and then they slowly dissipate into sparkles and disappear. Yes. One more time. Do it again. We've almost got it.
Okay.
I don't even think I need to roll to hit
I'm
it,
gonna
do
cast
I?
guidance
Okay.
Ooh, wait.
on you.
On me? Okay, thank you. So what does that give me?
Believe you have the card, don't you?
No. You did at one point.
Oh, wait. Okay.
I was gonna say, hold on.
You touch me.
Once before the spell ends, the target can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to one ability check of its choice. So that would probably be like an attack.
So
No, an ability check is not the same thing as an attack.
Guidance wouldn't really help her, but you can cast it anyway.
Yeah, why not?
It's a cantrip, it's not gonna.
Cantrip.
So
Does it have a school?
Sacred Flame is one of my cantrips, so.
Yes, Sacred Flame is definitely divine magic.
Okay.
It's divination.
Aha! You cast guidance?
Also divine magic.
Okay.
Okay, this, I don't think I have to roll to even hit for Sacred Flame.
No, it's a wisdom save on the target's part.
So.
We're going to call that an
7.
auto fail.
Yeah. 7.
So as you cast it again, that fire, just as it leaves your fingers, instantly turns into these little sprites of white energy. And as he casts guidance, his patron bestows upon him a different level of divinity. And it mixes with yours, and those little tiny white sprites that surround her body turn red. He says, yes, that's the ticket. Light and dark together. And he pulls, and you can feel like a spider shedding its skin. It's wriggling out of you, and now it starts to become uncomfortable. You feel a pressure in your back as you feel yourself pulling away from something, and you also feel something pulling away from you. It's a strange dichotomy of sensation that you've never felt before.
Great.
It's like you're driving NASCAR. The G-force.
And in the mirror, you see those beady eyes. You see a wide grin of sharp, jagged teeth.
From the thing coming out of me?
From the thing in the mirror that you see in your reflection.
Oh, great. Okay.
Until he grabs it, pulls his fist from the back of your neck, and holds up this angry, wriggling version of you that is completely black with little tendrils of smoke wreathing. And he takes the bottle and starts to force it into the neck until it all... and he corks it. It's done. He sets it down. He is visibly shaken.
How nice.
He quickly You feel great.
Okay.
You feel great.
You feel like you can breathe again. Like this weight's been lifted off your shoulders. You look in the mirror. You look like you don't look like you've taken any more damage than you have physically.
Right.
But that hangover, that exhaustion that you've been feeling the last day and a half is gone. Whatever rest you had the night before finally feels like it's taken effect.
Okay.
However, as you look in the mirror, you notice a liquid dripping from your eye, a black oil. And he says, I was afraid of that. That might be permanent.
What is it?
And he just kind of takes a vial and just sort of touches it to your eye, and he says, it's residual. Here, let me show you. And he takes that
So now
vial
I'm gonna cry weird cursed tears?
he takes that vial of black oil, and you see there's this shiny silver disc on another table, and he brings it over, and it kind of floats above his hand, and he sets it on the table, although it levitates a couple inches above it. And he takes that liquid and he pours it onto it, and as soon as it hits it, it spreads about a quarter-sized puddle, and these little tiny tendrils grow out of it, and then shrink down and then grow out of it again. He says, it's like a scar.
Will it get worse over time?
Is
I
there
don't
any
think so.
benefit to this? Like, can I,
Control them?
or curse enemies? Or, I don't know.
Or see in the dark?
This is you might want to maybe not get very emotional very often in front of mixed company. Afraid it's probably going to replace your tears.
Great.
I don't believe it has any bad side effects. You might experience a headache.
But just don't cry on anyone.
Oh, don't cry on anyone without explaining what it is. Definitely.
I mean, there you go. There's the ultimate consent right there.
I
Hey guys, I got weirdo tears.
I understand that in some overworld cultures, there are temples that this might offend those who aren't, known to this affliction. but it shouldn't impede your vision. Tell me, how does it look around here? All of a sudden, you look around and it's like someone turned on all the lights.
Oh, that's handy.
Oh, finally, somebody else's dark vision. Is that what it is?
Yeah, you essentially have dark vision.
Oh, nice.
Now you're the only
bonus
one.
side.
I'm the only one without dark vision.
Sucks to suck. You're gonna stub your
I feel like I
toe.
should get a robot implant for that.
I mean, he could probably make it. He's the alchemist.
So he's going to empty that vial out and thoroughly
No,
clean it
this
with
is
a
not
rag.
officer.
Doesn't look like he's interested in that being around.
Yeah,
And he's going to hand you a rag. And
Sorry about that.
if you wipe it away, you realize that it's not constant. But it does kind of leave a natural eyeliner that you didn't have before.
I mean, I'm already hot as hell.
The added benefit is you,
It's like having it like tattooed on.
you don't need mascara anymore.
Cool.
The teardrop tattoo, rocking it.
Yeah.
Ship somebody in.
Don't go on my neck.
Right? I need a couple.
And you notice that this bottle he's holding is like doing this.
Ew.
Yeah, it's just kind of like tipping a little bit there and there.
Is that me? Is that part of me? Is that mine? Is that what is broken? Is that the broken part?
Are you alright, dear?
I don't know. What is that?
Well, this is the curse that
Not a
affected
therapist.
Is
you.
that going to come back to bite us in the ass later?
Well,
That's what I want to know.
well, if
Is
you,
my missing part
if
of
you
my
don't
soul?
mind, I'll hold on to it for future study. And
What are you, the devil?
no, not the devil. I'm an alchemist, sir. Devils are for.
I mean, frankly, I don't care what he does with it.
I mean, I just want to know, like, you can't use that to hurt me.
Oh no,
Like-
no, it's been thoroughly removed from your body.
Great. So if you let it out of there, it's not going to come try to find me from across the universe.
If I let it out of there, it would be a terrible waste of research materials, honestly.
All right. It's all yours, friend.
Very good. And he's going to slowly rest his eyes on Tessara. And you see that he takes that thing out of his eye and he puts that little monocle back on and he goes zzz, and his lens turns yellow. And as his lens turns yellow, his eye glows through it. And all of a sudden, your blue skin looks kind of like vaguely green. And he's just saying, "You're cursed as well, aren't you, milady?"
Yeah, but it's fine.
Really?
Doesn't do anything other than make me blue, and I've been like this for weeks. It's fine.
Except
Well, I must say, it's quite fetching.
I thought it went well with the dark hair we had going on.
And he just kind of, and that glow disappears, and he just kind of looks at you all. And,
You don't want to have it fixed? Now is the chance.
No, we've made it this far. I'm good.
Okay.
Maybe I like being blue.
well, you look very, very.
Didn't you ever hear her sitting in the woods when we're sleeping and she's on watch going, I'm blue, yeah.
All right, you made that joke twice.
but it was good both times.
Well, I'm glad
Well,
that's
I
taken care of.
Thank you,
You're welcome.
I guess.
Do you not like me blue?
He just likes being the only one that's
Bluest?
You self-hating blue.
I'm a blue man group, not you.
Well, clearly I'm bluer.
Like I said, he's like the color of the ocean, so he's like a darker blue. You're just like I said, you're
You are
Blue.
vibrant blue.
yeah.
Almost time.
You are-
almost.
Blue.
Yeah.
Does she look like one of the people from
Well,
Avatar?
let's say this: after they print her picture, all they have left is cyan, and yellow, and magenta. That's it.
Actually, I probably blend into like the forest at night better though, because there's a lot of blue tones in the forest at night.
Yeah, you've noticed at night your skin is very dark, almost black,
Yep.
kind of like you. Well,
Well, great. I'm glad to not be cursed any longer. Thank you. This
Yes.
has been the weirdest experience of my life. I need a nap.
I'm only too proud to have been a part of it. So, will there be anything else? If not, I've got some business to attend to. to.
Other than how do we get out of here? Are we allowed to stay here for a night? Because it's getting a little bit late. What are the rules here? I thought I did not.
I think our business here is done.
Well, yes, but we have to stay somewhere tonight. We're not going to get that far.
Oh, I would say the fact that you're here means you've been granted entry into the dwellings. If you were to return to the hallway you were just in and leave the thronal chambers, you could find lodging in the main barracks for the soldiery.
That sounds perfect. We do not mind barracks. Thank you. We will now depart.
Well, nice to meet you all.
Do you want me to leave you some tears when I go?
That's all right. Good. Thank you. Ta-ta. And he's going to spin that monocle. It's going to turn red again, and he's going to return to what he was doing. The door behind you is going to open.
Are two of those guards still there?
Yes, they are.
Okay, so we can ask them to lead us back to the barracks then. So we can...
They don't answer you. They just slowly spin and walk you along the passageway.
Okay.
Like, as in, they're like, one of them's walking ahead, like we can follow them?
Yeah, you follow one, the other one hangs back and follows you as you walk through the
So we don't
chambers.
get in any trouble, we've got.
Oh,
We have an escort.
you all get the distinct feeling you are being heavily watched. Not just by the guards, but by everybody. Or other things.
Right, I'm more concerned about being eaten by one of the creatures that is crawling around this space.
Oh, we've made it this far.
Oh, don't worry, we'll take turns.
They lead you as you enter the main thronal chamber. You see that same scene on your left as it descends further into the chamber and slightly downhill. Just that radiant light illuminating that huge, strange, white seashell-like structure at the back with that just divine-looking feminine figure up on a high-backed seat. They very quickly hustle you along, not enough time to really study anybody else in that room, and lead you back into an ancillary tunnel system off the beaten path, where it looks like they're bringing you someplace a little more private. There's a multi-chambered kind of hovel, kind of encampment in this large chamber. There are little tents that look like they're made of like silver spider web that form these little domes. Here is where I shall leave you. Should you need anything, keep it to yourself.
Well, alright.
Thanks, Mr. Personality.
I guess we're having
about
good
what I
berry for
expected.
dinner, guys.
He just sort of stares at Kale, gives him a once over. He's taller than you, and you're tall for a drow. Sea skin. Turns away and leaves. There are two guards at the entrance to this room.
I know, right?
And
Like, are you okay with this? Like, I kind of feel like we should, like, start, like...
No.
No.
We're not going to start
We're
anything.
not gonna start nothing when we're in there.
We're not going to start anything
Like,
as
on our
deep
way-
underground as we are.
Yeah, we're a bit outnumbered.
All right.
Maybe on the way out the door, I'll, launch a fireball at him or something, but, not while
run away, run away, run away!
Pretty much.
Never come back.
All right.
The room, in the center of the room, you see another tent flap open, and there's an orc. It's a rather small orc, maybe about 4.5 feet tall.
Is it a full orc or a half orc?
He's a full orc.
Is he a child?
He's got long tusks.
So
One of
he's
them's
an
capped
adult,
with gold.
He's like
small orc.
a orc with dwarfism.
He has a
But he's
very
an
wide.
orc.
He has a very wide nose, which is not typical of an orc. Usually, orcs have sort of like skull-like noses.
So
This is a very wide and he's
Is
got
it a
a big.
three-quarter orc?
He's got a big, full beard.
Oh,
Wait,
he's happy.
so
He's-
it is a half orc. It's just a half orc with a
You could
dwarf.
you could maybe make that assumption.
he's a dwarf.
So he's
it's
not
like
a full orc,
he's a
which is
dwarf.
what I said.
It's the Vern Troyer of orcs.
Yeah, and he just kind of like looks at all you. He's like, "Well, hello."
What's up, dog?
Hi. We were told we could stay in one of these. We were left in front of a tent, right?
Oh yeah, this is where they stick the overworlders.
Oh, okay.
That's what they call them anyway.
It's fine.
I'm helping them build part of the tunnel system in the back of the north side. So.
Oh, of course you have.
Anything dangerous in the tunnels you need removed?
Yeah, it's not really my call. Sorry. I don't really hand out jobs. I'm just on a job myself.
Fair enough. Okay.
Aren't we on our
Name's Regal, by the way. And he
it's just for him.
he extends a 3-fingered hand in your direction.
And I don't think we should do it.
Kind of like a
like 3-fingered as in he's had a couple go missing, or
maybe.
Considering that both orcs
Well, I take
and
3 fingers
dwarves
and
have
take
5
3
fingers.
fingers to make him feel okay.
Well, what's your story?
I don't think that would make him feel okay.
Well, we had to come here to have our curse removed. We had that done, and that's pretty much where, after we take a
we're on
for the
our way
night.
out for the morning.
Ah, right, well. I'm about to throw some meat on the spit, and you see behind him is a very typical looking fire, as most of the flame in here you've seen has been green. This looks like a regular fire. And not exactly sure what it is that's on the spit. It's just a big hunk of meat between a bone on a
Well, Morkek definitely doesn't care.
yeah, Morkek's instantly hungry.
Well, it's this or Goodberry, guys. If you're inviting us, I assume that's why you mentioned it.
Yes.
How big is it?
The hunk of
Every
meat?
time.
It's like the size of a pig. It wasn't quite done,
He doesn't really.
but enjoy. No
I
problem.
don't know if he
I
gets
think
food
he's being
poisoning.
bugbear.
What's that?
Oh wait, that's Morkek.
Yeah.
I thought it was Velkesh.
And you see him kind of he dips a
That
ladle.
was 2 people.
He dips a ladle into a pot beneath the roasting meat and kind of drizzles it across it. He's like, yeah, it needed a couple hours to cook there, mate.
It's a little chewy.
Eating
Yeah.
raw, whatever. Actually, if anything, it'd be like
What's hair on your balls?
I've
With
never.
that, I'm gonna go take a
I've
nap.
never once heard Morkek say anything of that phrasing.
That's because Jack was
It's like you're a different person.
Well, you need to play him like Jack. You can't have my sweet innocent voice say things like that.
He brings around
He only
a
doesn't
water,
say it
looks like a
'cause he's
water
allowed
skin,
to.
and
That's right, he's not.
slides you a couple of tankards, and he pours what looks like a deep brown fluid into it. A little thicker than you're used to, but it's
Friendly
bitter,
guy.
like a good ale. As you sit around waiting for the meat to cook and enjoy your ale in this makeshift barracks, we're going to end the session.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Also, what a friendly half dwarf.
Thank you, Mr.
He's like, wow, these guys just got dumped here. Now I have people to have dinner with.
Yeah.
I don't want to imagine it like that.
Well, like, apparently he's gonna be alone otherwise, it sounds like.
It's just sad.
I love when we run into weird, lonely characters. Thank you for not.
My campaigns are filled with them.
Thank you for not killing me. I appreciate that. I am glad to no longer be cursed.
And you actually got something good out of it.
Right?
I know you got dark. Make sure to write down you have dark vision now.
Dark vision.
I will.
That's pretty dope.
And
Well, that's actually really powerful. Normally you gotta get like an enchanted item for that.